Okay, welcome everyone to the Scarlet Ball, a Dishonored RPG run by me, Jacob, on Wednesday from 7 to 11. This is the place where To the West is not done because I'm running this, and Spencer's no longer the GM, and I am now.
Curse you.
So yeah,
The power has already gone to his head.
Yes, so this is a kind of a a one shot of, yeah, it's definitely not going to be a one shot, but it is a alternative story. It takes place through a different source, a newspaper called the Traveling Tale Spinner, who is known for being very, very inaccurate. So this story appeared in their daily a few months ago. Let's take a look at it. So I'm gonna dive right in. So your characters all heard about the Scarlet Ball, a event that got put on by the Adderpool family. Specifically when, well, some of you will know, some of you will not, but specifically when their oldest child would get married. And so that's the Scarlet Ball, the heir's kind of pre-marriage event. But you specifically heard about from the not heir, Melody Adderpool, who has been sending out notices looking for bounty hunters, mercenaries, literally anyone who will come and be able to help out. There seems to be some rumors going around the island that things are wrong and that something is going on, and Melody seems to agree, so she has asked for some help. You all, from one way or another, have learned about this event and are now traveling and almost to the island where the Scarlet Ball takes place. Which specifically is called Tulis. So it's off Pandysia, so we are out of the Isles, which is always a good thing. You four have made it to the island, but unfortunately Percy has not, because they overslept, which is where we're going to start. So, Percy.
Yes, sir.
The last night on your trip was quite restful, so you decided to go down and get your sleep before the big event. This would seem to be a good idea to you. Anyway, you awoke, well, not really awoke, you dream awoke in your bed, and you realized that everything looked a little odd and a little weird, and you had the realization, I am dreaming. You are currently in your cabin room. You're on your bed, of course sleeping. You're oddly wearing your normal adventuring clothes, which is odd for bed, but that's okay. And you look outside the window and you notice that everything feels a little misty, odd, bluish perhaps. And you hear someone walking down the hall.
Do I have my pistol?
You do.
That's nice. I'm going to poke out the door and see if I can see who it is.
All right, you see a dark figure that's leaving and going up onto deck. You're making very, very loud footsteps.
Well, hello, doll. Do you mind coming down a little bit? Some of us are trying to sleep here.
Figure just stops, slightly looks back, and then just continues up. They seem to be carrying something very long in one hand.
Not terribly polite of you, is it? And I'm going to start following.
All right. So you follow them up onto deck. Deck is just normal ship deck, not much to go on. It's a pretty small vessel. Pretty cheap, not super a lot, but it was a good place. You come up on deck. It's a starry night, but you notice that no one is on deck, and the figure seems to have vanished.
I'm going to take out the pistol. And I'm going to start, what was it? We called it pieing the room. I'm going to start pieing the deck. I want to check behind me. I want to walk over and look behind any boxes on the deck. I want to...
Roll a...
I'm going to peek over the side.
Oh, okay. Roll it for... Or no, you peeked over the side.
Paranoid.
It's fine. Actually, yeah, roll a seeing check. So something for...
Unlike Heisel, Perseverance Fleming is not very good at this.
Okay.
One success.
One success. Okay, one success. You notice that there's a like a little rope ladder that just goes off the boat, and you notice that there's someone who's under the surface who's just went down. You also notice out in the blue waters, kind of near this side of the ship, there's a large creatures that seem to be swimming in the water.
Well, if there's whales down there, and I'm going to start climbing.
Okay. So you enter down into it, climbing down. You notice something, possibly, is that you are not drowning as you enter deeper and darker. Above you, the ship begins to kind of just seems to be very far away at this point. It's kind of dark down here, and as you're going down, suddenly you just feel like you're not really climbing down anymore, and you look up and you notice that there's not a rope, and there was nothing, no ladder, and you are just drifting downwards, and it is getting darker and darker.
Dream logic, what a lark. I'm gonna like, wonder if this would work. And I'm gonna shoot my pistol.
All right. Your pistol is underwater, and so it does not work.
I'm not underwater, but the pistol is, so don't shoot it. Dream logic.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start like, seeing if I can see anything down here. Where's the guy I was following? Are there whales? Are there whales? That's the important question.
You do hear something out in the distance. You're not quite sure what it is, but you're probably pretty sure it might be whales.
I stop, and I pull up my
You also, you land on something finally, and you feel like your feet hit the ground, and you notice around you is this black sand that seems to be slightly drifting around you, and you notice that there's a large moon. It seems to be a lot closer, and although it seems watery, it doesn't seem to be above you like it should be. It seems to just be kind of off in the distance, kind of high up.
I wonder if I could steal the moon in this dream. So she said she heard something?
Yes. So you see coming out of the darkness two whales. A big one and a little one.
She makes the noise rather like that.
In your head it does. Because
Well, no,
this is dream
I'm so
logic.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Percy makes it sound rather like.
They kind of pause and they kind of like look at you, and they're kind of like, okay, and they just kind of continue what they're doing. They're just sort of just sailing about, and you look and you notice that they're kind of drifting near a figure who is standing in the dark. And here you can finally seem to pick out some details. So,
Well, I'm certain I'd be much more fun than whoever that is over there who was stomping up so loudly on the ship deck. Why don't you come back over here? And I'm gonna like start like running after the whales.
the figure just kind of turns, and the whales are kind of like, okay, cool, we'll check you out. They kind of go over there. The figure turns, and you notice that it's a diver, or a person in a diver's suit. So with like the big diver's mask with like the big light, but there's a light that's coming out of it. And they seem to be made, like, there's metal kind of gloves and helmet and that with the thick leather stuff. And then they're holding a rather large harpoon. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. He's just watching you.
I look at the whales, and I look at the harpoon, and I look at the whales,
He kind of noticed this, and he just kind of like
and I look at the harpoon.
sticks the harpoon in the ground and just kind of crosses his arms and looks at you.
That was the right decision, pet. And I'm going to walk over to the whales and if I can, get close enough protectively, like, try and get in front of them. But I'm like 5'5", and they're like whales, so I don't think that's
The
very
little
effective.
one just kind of like comes up to you and just kind of gives you like a look and seems to be, I don't know if whales really smell, but they seem to be checking you out. Just kind of,
Have you been preparing whale noises for this?
I'm not saying. So the whale kind of,
I'm going to call you Tobias.
That's what woke me up at 2 a.m.
Someone in the Parker bathroom. What is going
the
on?
mother's kind of,
And you're Lucy, I think. How do you like that?
This is starting
Okay,
out
maybe a
great.
virtue name, Constance, something like that.
the figure picks up the spear and starts to walk over to where you are and starts to put it into one hand, like one would do when throwing a harpoon.
You were doing so well. Why don't you just put it back down again?
Suddenly
And
you hear something come in and it strikes the mother whale, and you look and you see a giant bone head of a giant crane that has jammed itself into the whale and is now lifting it up. From the eyes, there's this red, fiery glow that's coming. And as it pulls back, you see that you can just see the upper torso and arms of a man. And there seems to be a bunch of holes missing from their torso were also red members of plant. And it is huge. It has just bitten a whale and is now pulling it up. And the other whale is just, little one is panicking and starts to swim away.
but why don't you just harpoon that?
He throws the harpoon, it goes through and it hits the creature in the head, and the creature just screams. And it starts to fall back, and everything about it starts to just turn gray, and you see it just turning to stone as a tiny piece of blood just seems to fall out, and it starts to drift down towards you.
Well, I'm not going to get anywhere near that.
All right. Little piece of blood just kind of drifts down there, and then the diver reaches out its hand, and the harpoon comes right back to it.
Neat trick there.
And then it looks at you, and then points at the moon, and you see suddenly stepping out is a huge diver, like giant-sized diver suit, looking down at you.
You've got a dad or something? I used to have one of
And
those
it reaches
too.
out its hand and starts coming out, and you notice there's a little red drop, and you seem to be about the same kind of location, and the giant hand is just reaching down towards you.
Ooh, actually, I'd rather you not. And I'm gonna try and reach over for the harpoon.
It grabs, and everything goes black, and you hear, "Find the amethyst and bring him to me." And then you wake up,
Serves me right for eating the candy
and you
deal.
cannot breathe because you are underwater.
What?
There's a
Get plot twist.
cylinder of water that is just over and in your bed.
A cylinder?
Yes. There's just
Wait.
water floating.
I'm gonna try and get out of the water.
All right. As you move, it just collapses and just slashes, but then instantly just starts to disappear like mist and smoke. But it's all cold and there's no wetness or anything like that that's been left. And it just disappears and it's gone.
Someone must have put some zoyphine in something.
You're not in the Hello, miss.
Just a minute, and I'm gonna get on whatever else I have in the room that's not just whatever I was sleeping in.
Got it. Got it.
And I'm gonna put my pistol in my thigh holster, and then I'm going to open the door. Yes.
All right. It's just a normal sailor. Oh, look, miss. I thought I heard something. Are you okay?
Just fine, pet. Why do you ask?
Oh, well, we're almost there. We're almost at the island.
Brilliant. All right. Do you have someone coming to get my stuff?
No. He closes the door and leaves.
Third-rate service here.
Turning back to you guys, you have arrived on the island. Percy also will be joining you on the island, and you all there hasn't been a whole lot of information that you have received about this place, except that you were supposed to go to a place called the Broken Bottle, which seems to be a bar kind of outside of acceptable and the also mostly lived in parts of town. So it's a little bit rougher part of town. Not totally crazy. A lot of you guys either are too naive to know how crazy this place is or how dangerous it could be in this part of town. But then most of you are like, well, I have a sword or a gun or whatever. I'll be fine. Yeah. And you haven't really, from what you've known about the city on Tulis, Tulis, the kind of cities on Tulis. It doesn't seem to be a particularly crime-infested place from what you've heard. It might be wrong, but you basically all make your way down to the Broken Bottle. And I'm guessing everyone roll for speed. How fast? Move swiftly. Let's see how fast you got there. Who arrives first? Out.
I got a critical success.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm lugging my own belongings, you see.
Not even close.
Nothing.
All right.
See, but the reason is that I'm actually moving quietly.
Yeah.
I'm stealthy.
Very good. Yeah.
That's why I rolled bad.
All right. So who makes it there first?
Alistair,
All right. You make it there first.
can we introduce our characters as we get here?
Yes. There is. I think the only thing about it is just you see the shack kind of there. It looks very much in disrepair. A lot of the windows are broken. There's just a guy who's just kind of waiting in front of the door. He looks a little rough, but there's kind of a street and then pretty much just empty houses and shacks and stuff. This place seems to be used for like storage and stuff, but there doesn't seem to be anything. But yes, you can introduce your characters.
Alright, so as he arrives, everyone in the area would have seen this really large man, not in terms of fat, but just this brawny, really big guy with very red hair and a red beard. He's wearing just a large brown coat, and he's carrying a bunch of things with him. Most notably, you'd see him carrying, it looks almost like a platter with the lid over it that you'd see at a fancy restaurant, but the lid is very tall. And so he's carrying that on with like a handle over it. So it's like almost in the shape of a solid bird cage.
I swear
And
there's somebody's head inside that thing. I hope so.
so he walks up to the building and starts looking around to see what he can see who he's supposed to meet.
Next person who rolled
Did anyone get a success?
got success.
I got an 11.
I got
All right.
18 and a 15.
Spencer.
I
19
got
and a
worse.
15 too.
I got like a 16 and a 19.
Okay, so lowest numbers rolled
11.
Spencer.
11. So
Mhm.
Spencer, you can introduce your character.
All right. Well, Alistair, you'd probably hear. Wait, Alistair?
Alistair.
Okay, emphasis on the D.
Mhm.
Okay. Alistair, you would hear the sound of shifting metal
Nice.
as a clink, 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 clink. As you would see an individual in full plate armor, a shield, and a long sword just walk up. Well, it's not even like, I don't know what the term for stowed would be, but it's on his person. Yeah, he's just wearing gleaming plate mail.
Aye, lad. You look like a walking kitchen.
And you look like a walking man.
Aye, thank you.
Hmm. Are you here because things are wrong around here?
Course not. I'm here to cook for the feast. Or the party.
Oh, a feast.
I don't know. They just told me to cook.
Oh, excellent. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm sure your food will be delicious.
Aye, and with that he sets down the thing he had. He opens it and pulls the lid off, and you see sitting there is this pristine white chef's hat. That he immediately proceeds to lean over and put on his head, and then he throws his brown coat off, and you see him wearing a white apron underneath.
Wow, such delicate care of your apparel.
Of course. And with that, he immediately just pulls out this bloody cleaver knife from his last and he like is like, you know, flipping it around in his hand. Like, I take my job very seriously.
I can sense your passion for your kitchenly duties.
I can sense your passion for whatever duties those are for.
Who's the
Mostly
next
antiquities.
person? Next highest.
We tied.
Okay,
We got
you
the
both
exact same number.
Who's got the foot?
You both
Do the quickly.
come in on each side of the street. So you see these two guys seem to be conversing. The broken bottle, some guy in front of that, and each other.
Chloe, what's your character look
Okay,
like?
so you see like a guy in his 30s, and he has like his hair's done right. He's wearing like a really nice suit type outfit. He has a bored, disgusted expression on his face, and he's holding a flask in one hand. Oh, you lads wouldn't know where the party is, would you?
No.
The party's with this man, no doubt.
Guess I'll hang around then. I'm a bit bored in it.
You're
Kinda
not
just
on here
leans in
with
small.
the whole the Melody Pool thing, are you?
Aye.
Indeed.
Suppose.
Natty lot she picked this time.
This time, have you been with her before?
Oh, don't worry about it, doll. Wait, I know you, don't I? You're
It could be another person with armor.
Anderson, no, Adrian, right? Anderson, was I right the first time?
No, I am Adrian.
Oh, the second. All right. Well, nice to see you again. I suppose.
My memory is a little belogged with other more important information. Who are you?
Oh, Perseverance Fleming, but you can call me Percy. Save yourself a couple of syllables and buy something nice on a rainy day.
Definitely better than Severance, then.
Just Percy is fine.
Very well.
Don't tax yourself, doll.
I assure you, I only pay the necessary taxes in each region I travel to.
So has anyone ever told you anything about whales?
Uh,
And she just like, as awkward as that, just shove a poster.
oh, I apologize. My hands are full
Oh, I'll
with
just-
my
I'll
shield
just,
and my...
To shove
Tuck it
a-
into like one of his
Oh,
pieces of
picture
armor.
of a whale with a large script called "Save the Whales" into your
She'd like
armor.
tuck a poster in wherever seemed like the best
Ooh.
place to carry a poster.
Oh, what might these be? He reaches out for one.
Oh, of course, doll. Save the whales.
Oh.
Save the whales.
Save the whales for what?
But just living.
Save the whales from...
I do appreciate the
I thought you
whales
meant, like,
after
save the
all,
whales
yeah.
for
We're whale
dinner or
hunters
something.
and
I can make a mean dish with.
I
Just
do
give me
say
a
my
tongue.
father's business is
I
built
bet a
upon the
whale
backs of
tongue.
these beauties.
What?
My father's business is built upon the backs of these beauties. I'm a whale oil tycoon, new to the business, you know. Father died tragically
excuse
2
me
years
just a
ago.
second. And she starts like trying to like tug off her glove like finger by finger. And then she takes it up and slaps her in the face.
Roll and
Whoa!
attack.
Do
Fight
say.
however you wanna go.
Swiftly. Goal it swiftly.
Do I
does
roll
the-
for anything?
Yes,
Cost?
I would say
Contest it.
contest that.
Would you?
So you roll, and I would
dice
say
suck. Yeah,
probably
rolling with this
swiftly
one.
since you're contesting.
2 successes.
20 and 14.
Complication.
Oh, okay.
Can the complication be that he's got a big red mark on his face now?
You ruined my complexion!
Yes, I guess so.
You've killed innocent
It's just
whales
a-
for
Oh,
oil.
that's
You take.
You have us challenged thou to a duel!
Also. Chloe,
No, I
take
took the
one
glove off,
stress,
Adrian.
just add
What?
that.
Okay.
I got the glove off.
Oh, fair.
I can see the
Just then
confusion.
from the shadows, Levi, the character. Is he still sneaking or like?
He was sneakily watching this whole thing.
Okay.
He's the back
He,
of this poster.
but yeah, he like steps out. He's like holding himself as upright as he can, but he's like a little bent, and he's like walking over with little old man steps, and he's got like really like white hair, like a very white, scraggly, scruffy beard looking, and he has one brown eye that's normal and one brown eye that catches the light a little weird, but and he just walks up.
Oh, who might you be?
Well, I'm
Homeless.
Jerry Grounded. No. Jeremiah Grinkerfelfer.
Well, Mr. Gregorfuffer, it is a pleasure to meet you.
That's not my name.
He said Grandpapa.
Gregorfuffer, it's good to meet
That's
you.
not my name either.
What is your name?
My last name is Garund.
Well then, Mr. Garund, it is
That's
good
not
to...
my name.
Ah, well, Jerry, it's good to meet you. And he's gonna slap him on the shoulder.
He knows it.
I am Adrian.
You said your name was Jerry.
I never said that.
That's what he just called you, and you said he was right.
He never said that.
What did
So
he
what are we
say?
supposed to bloody call you then?
My name is Jeremiah Grinkerfelfer.
Well, Mr. Jeremiah Cranker
He's got it.
Falcon.
Can we call you something short, like Jerry?
Jorts.
George.
Jorts, that'll
You
work
get a
just
voice
fine.
Like, gee.
point.
Thank you.
That is also a rule. If you make me laugh, then you get a voice point.
It's a very unconventional name.
What
Let's
is?
say if you catch me laughing,
Oh, okay.
then I don't have to track it.
Who are you?
Perseverance Fleming, but you can just call me Percy. Save the extra couple of syllables for a rainy day and buy yourself something nice.
You like
And
that?
what do you do?
Well, I mean, what does anyone of the noble classes do?
Speak up. We can't hear you.
I didn't say anything.
Did I offend you?
You don't
Or
do
something.
What?
Did I offend you? Is there something wrong with what I said?
What's your name?
a lot. I am Adrian Chosbont.
Just then the guy who's just watching you is like, "Oi, are you the lot who's going to the party later?"
No, I'm not.
Aye,
Oh,
Alistair
yes.
McBain.
The party?
There will be
Yeah, I'm
about
going to that.
5.
That would probably be us.
Probably us. Okay.
I think Miss Melody would probably wish it not to be. She'd seen us first.
Yeah, interesting. Well, I was just told, come here, and he pokes out this like wooden box. If you have weapons, please put them in here, and then you may enter the establishment.
Why?
Because security.
Alistair pulls out a pair of brass knuckles and just drops them in the box.
Thank you, sir.
I assure you, my friend, security is my primary concern.
As is ours. He just gestures the box.
Why would you bring weapons into a place like this?
I'll
do what
just
he
take your
says.
very large knife.
It's called a sword, doll.
I'll take your
She
very
is correct.
short sword.
Short? This is a long sword.
Like George.
It's
Right.
I'll take your long sword.
fine, but I do require this back. This is an old family heirloom.
Oh, don't worry. You will receive it
Puts it
upon exiting.
I am keeping my shield.
It's like I said, doll. Why would you bring a weapon into a place like this? I don't even own a weapon.
Good question.
Oh, good. He's gonna.
I
He's
should
gonna
try that.
roll
I
out.
have
He
no
just
weapon.
he looks at the other people too, you guys, to see what you're doing. I'm gonna have him roll for that real quick. So, hold on a second.
I definitely don't have anything that could be used as a weapon on me at all.
Do you have a prosthetic eye?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought that's what that was.
Study carefully, and
What should I roll?
you can roll. I'm guessing deception.
I'm gonna talk swiftly because I made up that lie very fast.
All right.
One success.
He got 2.
Ah.
Perseverance.
He
I
looks
think
like
he
you.
threw away
I'm
his
sorry,
poster.
ma'am. I don't particularly believe you. And we live in the streets of crime and death. I myself am a part of several gangs. Please add your weapon to the box.
Fine. I mean, I was hoping to save this for a rainy day, but didn't she pull out a spring razor and put it in?
Can I reach for my sword again after he says
pulls
the whole
away.
gang thing?
Oi! What are you doing?
You said you are a part of criminal activity.
Only a part of several criminal activities. He looks back at you guys.
I certainly hope theft
I
is not
don't
one of
have
them.
any weapons until I hire bodyguards because, about that.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. I guess you disagree.
I give you all the
So I realized
weapons I
forgot
got.
to, like,
You have a very large knife, or perhaps a very small sword in your hand.
That is for cookery.
Exactly what he said. It is for cookery. Nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh,
Have you ever
please
used it to
add
kill
it to the box,
somebody?
please.
Of course not.
I was told to
Well,
not let
that's
you
what
give
the
you
knuckles
entrance
are for.
unless you did.
Oh.
What?
I was told not to give you entrance unless you did.
Am I supposed to make the food?
Your weapons will be returned to you after your whatever you're doing.
This isn't a weapon. And he wipes it on his white apron.
I don't see how Melody wants us to take care of any trouble if we don't have weapons.
Well, you will be returned your weapons once this is over.
I'll tell you
What's
what.
over?
I give you a swigger for this. And he holds out a flask of a whiskey, and you let me keep my cleaver.
I'll take the whiskey and you don't have to give me the small sword.
Half.
What a strange looking sword. I've never seen one.
I'll take half.
And so he's gonna drink half of it right there.
Okay,
Can
roll
I-
for Constitution, and
Can
he
I-
will do the same.
Can I insight check him on
This
the
would-
you'll get your weapons back thing?
Yes.
I'm just distrustful of the
Hold
man.
on, let me. Yeah. Okay,
Two
so first,
successes.
all right, I think you're fine. He rolls 5, I guess. Which way? He is fine. All right, so you're rolling against him.
Mm-hmm.
Doing talk.
What is this? What kind of check is this?
You are. It would be talk, and then you could kind of how you do it. You could be cleverly, carefully.
I think I'll do carefully.
Okay, you can do that, and I will roll against you, which is talk. Carefully, I guess. He has 1 success.
I have 2 successes.
Okay, with 1 success, you realize that this is doesn't seem to necessarily be a lie or a truth. Actually, it seems more to be a lie. Actually, yeah, you pick up that this is a lie, but he doesn't necessarily. It's a lie.
Is everything all right?
Can I
I
take
didn't say anything.
You just said something's very, very
No, I
quiet.
didn't.
Can I take a look at his eye and just
Yes,
like trying to
may-
figure out what it is?
Yeah.
Uh,
you can do
c-
steady.
could I do this boldly and like get right up in his face?
Yeah, but
Okay.
you're gonna get right up in his face.
Yeah.
All right.
That is 2 successes.
All right. Are you
Okay.
deflecting this at all?
No.
All right. He gets up way up in your face.
What you up close for?
How'd
What's
you
your
get that?
name?
Adrian Toastbont.
I don't need to know that.
You asked. Good
No,
sir.
I didn't. I never said that.
You did. I just heard you a minute ago.
2
What'd you
witnesses.
hear?
I heard you.
You
ask
didn't hear
how
nothing.
this
I
is.
didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
You won't catch me.
Hey,
Oh,
where'd you get it?
oh. I lost it actually.
Well, where'd you get the new one from?
I don't know. Sears.
Well, if the guy's just like looking at you guys with the weapons. Oh,
It's
You laughed. Give him another point point.
okay, yeah. Another one. All right. Well,
Cheers.
right.
It's so funny because it's
Also-
on different levels.
If your character would know what a tiger's eye is, the iris is made of tiger's eye.
Okay.
So it's not just a glass eye, it's a cool glass eye.
Very
Um,
nice.
Could I don't know what check that would be.
study.
Could I argue history? I don't know what else this would
I
fall
don't know
into.
if this is
This is
necessarily
probably
a historical eye.
Yeah, this is probably like a survival or like animal. But study carefully or cleverly.
Carefully.
Cleverly. All right, let's do cleverly. No successes.
No successes. It seems to be a normal eye to you. It does give you like an odd, something's a little off, but you're not sure what it is.
That seems like a normal eye, but it seems somewhat off for some reason.
Well, it's not real.
Well,
It's a
if
fake eye.
all of you are done, you can enter in now, if you would like. He just walks over and just kind of puts the box on his knee and just kind of gestures. in.
Where will these be when we need them again?
I will be waiting outside with them.
Wait, why are we going in the broken bottle?
The broken ball? Oh, bottle. You're going in there for your, your thing that you're doing.
What thing?
Can I roll insight on that?
Yes, you can roll inside.
Try cupping your mouth.
I didn't say nothing.
1 success.
What was the number?
6.
He has a 3. He's unbreakable, this man.
I don't think we've properly met. Alistair McBain, but my friends call me Butcher.
I don't really care who you are. Oh, you're not talking
He's shaking
to
his
me.
We're trying to become chums. Excuse me.
Sorry.
I am Adrian Chosbont.
Sorry.
Good to meet you.
I got confused. Don't worry about
Wait,
me.
who are you?
Excuse
Don't
excuse
shake
me.
his hand. His name
Pardon
is
me, I need
Hellspawn.
to beat this man.
He like just sighs, puts down like.
You're sort of in my space.
Give me a second. I want to shake this man's hand.
I'm
Just hurry up, all right?
Trevor. Nice to meet
Adrian
you.
Chosbont.
It's very awkward.
Mr. Trevor.
That's my first name.
What is your last name, Mr. Trevor?
Dead guy.
Mr. Deadgut.
Yeah, you can call me Trevor.
I'm Jorge
Indeed.
Gorge.
Hi.
Not pronounced the same.
Okay. Anyway, you can go about your business. I'll be outside with your weapons when you're done.
So is Miss Adipole waiting in there?
I'm not particularly sure. I was just told to come here and
Told by
do the whole
who?
weapon thing and then wait. By my superiors.
Who are your superiors?
Melody, obviously.
Oh, all right. But she didn't say she'd be here.
They don't tell me a lot.
Well, I guess she's mysterious. Ah, well.
Mr. Trevor, I would highly encourage you to take excellent care of that weapon that I gave you.
I will.
Also, I would urge you to not participate in gang violence.
Oh, don't worry. I don't do that.
You said you participated in multiple.
Well, it's pretty peaceful here.
Is it more of like a courtesy membership kind of thing, where it's just like you're in a club, except it's called a gang because it makes you seem cool?
No, it's the illegal kind. We're very
Mr.
poor here.
Trevor.
What's the name of those gangs around here?
Well, the big one is the fish heads.
Oh,
You wouldn't happen to know my mate,
I would
Joseph
to not laugh at the
Trufflehead.
name.
I will laugh at any fish head I desire to laugh at. In fact, I shall do so right now.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know my mate,
Remember
Joseph
you being this
Trufflehead.
odd.
What's that?
Nothing.
Did he die?
No, I met him back when we were... Never mind.
Okay.
You knew a fish head?
No, a Trufflehead.
Oh.
No, it's the gang's name is fish heads. It's because there's a whole story to it, but it's kind of long, and you probably need to go do.
We don't have all day though.
Yeah.
Crime doesn't pay. Good day.
Thank you.
I gotta start cooking.
I
Uh,
doubt
go
that
inside
sword's
the
worth
broken
it.
bottle.
Okay.
I doubt that sword's worth it when you steal that.
Alright. What?
I'd be looking to buy.
Okay. You guys enter in.
Well,
Yes.
You're gonna have
Okay.
a weird look, but
You
yeah.
all enter into the broken bottle. It is. You can tell that this used to be a bar. Everything is pretty much abandoned. It's like that dark, like old wood, so it looks kind of nasty. There's probably some mold and like mushrooms and stuff around there behind the counter and like stuff. It's all over on one side. But there's a table in the middle, and on it is a radio, and there are 5 chairs.
Well, the number matches. I suppose it's for us.
The radio kind of. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello.
Adrian rushes to the chairs and pulls one out. And then looks up.
They're bar stools, just to let you know.
Oh, Bart. Well, he still pulls it out.
You can sit down if you want it all.
I really hope
Oh no! I
people come
insist.
here. It's gonna be a little weird if I'm
You're
just
going to sit down?
talking to myself for a while.
Give us a second, Mr. Abyssal Voice.
Hello? Oh, they're here. Oh, that's nice.
Please take a seat.
I'm going to very gingerly walk over. And I'm going to sit in a different chair.
Thank you so
Ooh.
much for holding out a chair for an old man.
Yes, of course, good sir. Take a seat.
We'll sit in the chair. I bet he pours
I'm gonna
in
take
the
a seat.
chair. Can you poison a chair?
What's that?
I don't think you can poison a chair.
You'd have
definitely can't poison a child.
I didn't say nothing.
Well, just if you were going to poison something, it would be a trade.
No one said anything about
A
poison.
food item, it wouldn't be a trade.
Well, no one's
Cough.
poisoning nothing
I
here.
wonder if you could make a poisoned lacquer. That would be interesting. Then.
You probably could
Hello,
do that. Oh,
Mr. Radio
I don't know
Voice.
nothing about that.
Hello.
I got you.
Who?
You don't sound
You
like
are-
Miss Adderpool.
Oh, I'm guessing it's the, sorry, I guess it's just the radio waves makes it sound weird. I'm Melody Adderpool.
Oh!
Nice to meet you all. Is everyone there? I'm not sure. I think there were 5 who are going to
I'm
come.
gonna roll insight on the
Okay.
voice change.
Yeah.
Can I also do that?
Yes.
Me too.
You may.
Oh man.
I got 4 something.
So you're doing insight, so that's gonna be study, and then probably carefully for this one.
I
So
don't
I get
suppose
one
that there's any
success.
sort of focus that I could
success.
add to this.
I don't think so.
Insight?
I don't have that.
Okay. Nice thing
I
is,
rolled
all
a
of you
2.
realize that this is a woman's voice, and that
Someone-
I am just not that great at
rolled
it. It was the radio.
Welcome to the Scarlet.
One
Jacob.
success, but
Yes.
it was a 2, so I was so
Tries to
close.
do a high pitch.
Hello, I'm a woman.
Just go full Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Hi, it's me. I'm a woman.
Did I get
Is
any?
everyone there? I'm not
yeah.
sure.
Do you guys get any successes?
I got 1 success.
You all realize that.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
yeah.
This is legit. This is normal. Just sometimes over radio waves, things sound weird.
Your man outside made me take off one of my spring razors. It wasn't terribly nice of him, especially considering you aren't even here, and I couldn't be a threat with that. And
That's
you know,
weird.
I'm coming to work
don't
with you anyway.
remember sending anyone there.
I knew it.
I'm gonna
I
rush
walk out.
outside. Yeah.
I'm gonna rush out too.
17th century Crystallian steel.
You pull on the door,
I'm gonna walk up
and
with everyone else.
it does not open.
Adrian,
Yes.
I'm gonna start hacking away at it with my knife, with my
Oh, I
cleaver.
forgot to mention. I
Hold
got a
on,
cane
stand
as
back,
well.
son. I'm gonna
Oh,
try
by the
charging
way.
through it with my
Is
shield.
everyone
I
there?
take my very
I have
fancy
some
walking
important
cane.
information.
They took my sword.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a
okay.
scene. I think
you
he's
guys
gonna
do
sell me
that
this
themselves.
sword.
I'm trying to charge through the
Yeah.
door
Want to
right
talk to
now.
me? Okay, roll for
I'm gonna help.
fight strength.
I'm going to
Okay.
assist with that.
All right.
Fight.
Well, Millie.
Uh,
Oh, can someone just? Sorry.
I'm here.
Fight
Oh,
boldly.
okay. So,
I hope
it
that
seems
man
like you
sells
guys
me
are a
that
little
other guy's
busy,
sword.
but
It seemed
basically
pretty
head
nice.
up to the manor. I have 3 tickets. They're underneath the radio, and
I'll take the tickets and hide them on
yeah.
that person.
And
No.
Two
sorry,
successes
I
to
grabbed
get
a
out.
snapshot.
Okay.
I'm-
One ticket?
One ticket.
I'm
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
that
take 2
works.
tickets.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Was that
Yeah.
works?
yeah, that would work.
Okay. What
So,
focus would apply to doing something like that in the future?
Huh? Doing what?
What focus would apply to blasting or knocking a door down in the future?
It's a good question.
I would say fight and strength.
Like
Would
would
focus,
bra-
though.
Focus.
A
though.
focus.
I think brawling
Brawling.
works.
Because if
Brawling could work.
so,
I'll take it.
then I would have gotten another success to add to that.
Yeah.
So I'm assisting.
Still, doors are hard to break down, so maybe it won't be brawling, but don't worry, you got this door. It's breaking down. It's old wood too. And Melody's like, okay, well, then I guess I'll see you when you get your.
Well, that's not ominous.
I'm holding a ticket.
And then you notice that behind the door there are 2 men, and they both have knives. And someone has propped up a chair against the door, and that's why it would not open. And it's basically you're breaking it down, and you're just seeing all this, and they're looking at you and they're like, oh well, stop.
I'm
I think
attacking.
you're so rich you would already known this was a trap.
I'd like to shoot one.
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
charging
whoa!
with
We got
Everyone!
initiative.
Roll for initiative. So
I'm gonna turn you fish heads into
He's
chunks.
bad mouthing you
Swiftly.
right after.
Well
But bad mouthing you quietly.
Move swiftly.
Brilliant.
That's a success. I got
2
like
successes.
That was 1 success.
1
Okay,
success.
1 success.
One success.
what are
Remember your
numbers?
2 and 6.
Woo!
So we
I got 5 and then 4.
have Percy
Save your numbers. 'Cause it's-
Just a 10.
10.
I got a 2.
Mm.
Oh, so they.
Rolling decent today, but not good enough.
Okay. Right, and what did you guys get?
I got nothing.
1 success.
Okay, what was the number?
5.
5. Okay. It's basically, if I'm right, Percy's first, then all right. Who got successes? Just raise your hand. How many successes? Just all right. Okay. We're just gonna do it this way. You go first, and then we'll go around. and then they'll go, and then you go. All right. So, you want to shoot it though, correct?
Yes, I have a firearms focus 5, which means I get multiple attacks, I'm pretty sure.
Then you can shoot at
This is like-
them.
I'd like to
Well,
see
that's a my rule, but
Yes.
Jacob,
can,
do you want
Yeah,
it?
those rules
Okay.
work.
So Percy normally, I didn't really describe her, but she's normally a little bit like, I mean, she's very prim and proper and all that, but she comes across a little like twitchy. The second this happens, she like straightens like a board, takes out a gun, and 2 shots.
I respect that.
Okay.
You can get 3.
Depends on what
3 would be
depends
fine.
on what kind of
It would
gun
be
it
go
is. If it's a
3 at
revolver.
least.
It's,
then-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be 3
Nice.
at 5, I believe.
And it's fight swiftly firearms.
Yes.
Beautiful. That is 3 successes on the first one.
Okay. What is the damage of your weapon?
I want to say revolver was 4 damage.
Okay.
I think it was 2.
Oh, was it? Wait.
Yeah.
I was just looking at this and I thought
I
I.
think it's
The-
because
the game-
we
So
Oh, did we
nerfed
nerf
them
everything?
down.
It depends. Are we going with the nerfed weapon rule? Because Dishonored weapons, it's like
Um,
rifle does like 5 stress points, and I'm just like that could kill a player in 1 attack. So I
5 stress points would one-shot Anton no
Do
matter
2
what.
with the gun that you got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Anton is
So
so
that's 2 damage,
vulnerable to
and then I'm gonna
guns.
take another shot.
Oh my god. The guy that you shoot just through the arm is, oh!
2 successes.
All right. Yeah, the other guy. Were you shooting him?
Yeah, I guess I'll alternate. So I'll shoot the one in the shoulder, and then I'll try to shoot the other one in the head.
Okay, the other guy. He moves aside a little bit, but you graze his head. Oh! Ow! That hurt! And they both just kind of like look and they kind of are like, oh, okay.
Now I'd suggest you leave, Pats, before I have another turn.
Give me back my knuckles.
where's my sword?
I'm
have
run!
seen-
And they both start
I'm,
running.
I'm chasing them if they.
Same
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Alright,
I'm holding
so you
one of those
guys-
tickets and
All
examining
right,
it.
go and roll for everyone who wants to chase. Go and roll for that.
Move quickly.
As you're chasing them, you just jump through that door. What
Two
was left of the
successes.
door splinters apart as you guys turn.
Swiftly, yeah.
You see they both ran the same direction. Oddly, they just took a left and they started running.
It's a trap, but I don't care. 2 successes.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Right. They're also running. Let's see. All right, one is getting a little bit farther, but you can catch both of them.
Okay.
I got nothing.
You got nothing, so you're still behind them, but you're getting around behind them, running. And then Percy, if I'm correct, you also.
2 successes.
So basically, either of you could catch up with either of them and probably do do an action with them.
All right.
The
You're
one-
basically, as they're running, you guys just like catch up next to them and they're like, ah, ah, and they're trying to like veer off to like the right side and you're just next to them. So what do you do?
I want to grab one by the scruff of his neck
Okay. You
or
just,
collar.
all right, you grab him. Do a fight forcefully.
Okay. 2 successes.
All right, he gets 1 success and also a complication.
Okay.
So he trips, and as you grab him, you just kind of you're like goes falls, and you kind of catch him, and he's just like sideways, just looking at you. Oh, hi. He drops his knife. I surrender. I'm an innocent bystander. The other guy's running on.
I'm still chasing him.
Okay.
Can I pick up this guy's knife while still grabbing him? If not, it's fucked.
You could give that a try. Do a roll for me. You can go. What do you want to do?
Beautiful. Remind me how making a new truth during combat works.
You use, if I'm correct, you use a void point, and then you can change something about the scene. And you were you're basically just like right next to him,
Mm.
Ryan. So
Is
if
this
you could
when
run
I
ahead
shot
of
in the
him, you
shoulder?
could run next to him. Yeah.
I'll just shoot him in the foot and the leg.
Oh, okay.
So we can
roll-
stop.
You can roll for that.
What styles did you want for me to put on this? Pick it up.
Probably move and like forcefully or like swiftly or
shouldn't
something.
matter.
Yeah, I know. It's 1 success and a complication.
Okay. So as you stoop down, he just hits the ground. Ow! And he gets.
I'm sorry, innocent
And you grab
bystander.
the knife and pull him up. I'll talk. Ow! Please don't hurt me.
Listen, my friend,
I
I
have
have.
a family to feed. There's 5. They're all orphans.
Insight
All of
check.
them are orphan. You can roll.
You inside
Am I
checked a man
catching
on
up
my
at this
5
point?
kids are orphans?
Yeah.
Are you lying about that?
That's two. Wait, it's 2 failures and a complication.
You
Checks out.
you get you get 1 success and then a critical success. So you're like,
What?
Is he?
Orphan?
You can't believe this for at least a little while. You're like, wait, is this? Is
The
that-"
logic doesn't.
He just
Must
slows you
have
down.
said.
He's like,
Have I arrived at this
he
point?
goes to knee you and will try and basically break out of your grasp. So he's gonna try and hit you in the knee and like throw you off.
Okay.
So he attacks.
I do have the knife now, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm
And
cooking.
he attacks. What do you roll?
That is 1 success, but I have the shield, so I can do the block thing.
Okay.
12.
Ooh.
Critical success, so 3 successes total.
Okay. He just. Oh, that was a bad idea. You just hit him with the shield. It
is metal, my friend.
Oh, ow. Everything hurts.
Got 2 trees, by the way. Or 2 successes.
Okay, good. You shoot him. Ow! Just falls on his face.
I would like to
Don't
pick
kill
him
him.
up by the leg and drag him back over. By
Wait,
the
is
injured
it-
leg.
is this the other guy or is this my
guy?
forcefully? Move forcefully. Are you just dragging him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's gonna try and fight this if he can.
Nice.
I think that's 1 success, but it's a 2.
Uh,
So-
yeah, so he has 1 success also. It's
But
a
what's-
3 though.
Ah!
So you just he's just trying to claw and just creating a
Stay
little
down
dust.
or I'll shoot you somewhere more important this time.
I don't want to die. I don't want to. It's not doing anything, but he's trying very hard.
I'm gonna like smack him in the part of the leg where I shot him.
Oh my! Vixen! He just crumples up. All right.
And I'm gonna wait until I get back to Adrian, and then I'm gonna like.
You guys are probably, if you've exited the bar, you just kind of look down. You just see them all.
I'm chasing. I was chasing after them.
Oh yeah, so you catch up with them,
Okay.
and if you want to like stop at either side, they're pretty close to each other, but there's like a little bit of distance. Actually, no, they're pretty much about the same distance. They both closed on with them.
He's gonna go up to the guy that is on the ground. Probably,
held-
probably. He's probably going over to his guy first.
held
He's
guy.
gonna grab him by the hair,
Mhm.
lean real close to him. Where are my knuckles, laddie?
Where's my 17th century premier steel Crystolian cavalry saber?
You owe me a spring razor doll.
And he's gonna like gently, not gently, but like not like to injure him, but he's gonna like smack his head on the ground.
You do that. He says. He just says, "I don't know what a spring razor doll is," and he's out.
Oh, great. Well,
We've got another one.
The other guy.
another sword. It was one of a
Oh,
kind.
that guy.
He's just crawling
Oh, another
away.
man. Yes.
Just pick him up.
I'm just gonna grab him by the hair too.
Please, I have a wife and family.
I don't care.
My
I have
friend-
several wives.
The man we just concussed had 5 orphans as kids. Wait.
He doesn't have any kids.
Oh, crime! I hate it. I hate it so. Corrupts.
You did have a very nice dog, and also a wife. Please don't kill me.
He
Ow.
slaps him on the head.
I'll tell you whatever you want to know. What do you want to know?
Same question I asked him.
Oh,
What are our weapons?
I'm guessing.
And kitchen implements.
I got those. He's
Oh, yes, that's right.
I'm guessing they're over with him. Right next to the doorway, there's just Trevor standing there with all the weapons.
I
He
drop
just
him.
puts
Mr.
it down.
Fishhead.
He just puts them down and starts like.
Choose your next
I-
actions carefully.
I
Just
drop the guy I
starts
have, and I
walking
just get up and I'm like
around
walking.
into the
Like
alley.
he's a big burly guy. He's
he
just
just puts it down, sits with them, and starts to walk into the
I'm going to
alley.
go pick up my spring razor and put it away, and then pick up
You
Adrian's
guys are a
sword.
bit far from it, so you can try and.
And like,
If you want to try and catch up with them, you can roll for that. But.
oh wait, is he not? Is he
I am
dropping
going-
our stuff? Is he?
Yeah, he's just putting it down on the ground, and then just turns.
That's
and just
okay.
starts to whistle and walk
I am
away.
taking my cleaver knife out, and I am going to throw it at his head.
Okay.
Oh my
roll
goodness,
for that.
this bad.
Hidden difficulty.
Okay, that will be fight. I am going to do this forcefully, and I am going to use my knives focus.
Okay.
Thrown weapon.
The cleaver, man. You can throw a cleaver.
You can throw whatever you want.
All right, that is 2 successes.
Medieval sword manuals
Okay.
include how to throw a full long
This is
sword.
tough.
Hmm.
It kind of doesn't go quite all the way. It gets pretty close.
But you can.
He just kind of sees that. And continues to walk down the alley. And
I'm
down
going
on
to
the
run
side.
after him.
Okay, you can go for that.
Wait, my friend. Wait. So was he right by the door of
Yes. He
the
was
broken
basically
bottle?
just like next to where the door was, and he's now just leaving, basically.
Listen, he didn't run away. He didn't steal our stuff. He left it. It's fine.
I got 2 successes.
Where are the numbers?
4 and 7.
Okay. Yeah, so you go down the aisle. You go down there, and you see he's just taking off running, and you just take off after him, and you're basically right behind him. You're pretty much in distance to like. Well, he has a little bit of a head start, but you're basically catching up to him, and eventually you kind of catch up, so like you're close enough. But he's dodging alleys and stuff.
I'm going to grab him as soon as I can.
Okay, you grab him. It's gonna contest that. Try and escape.
3 successes.
Doesn't work. He's grabbed and pulled back.
I grab him and I like swing him over and throw him on the ground.
Okay, WWE. Okay, roll for that. Probably brawling.
Okay.
Can I also move over towards this area to possibly break up this fight?
Yes. You can go over there. You go down the alley. You didn't get too far.
Okay.
There's some boxes and stuff. There's like a rat.
All right. I got one success.
Okay. He got 1 success too. So, what was your number?
13.
Yeah. So you got 10. So he kind of rolls as you're doing that and just kind of gets off you.
Do I
He
still
just-
have him like I grabbed him? Do I still like have him?
Yeah,
Is
you're
he
still grabbing him. He's gonna try and break out of that. Just gonna try and punch you in the face.
4 successes.
He misses, and
Do I get any momentum for this?
oh yeah, definitely. You get. Do you want to take him down really, really dramatically, kind of dramatically, or do you want to get like a lot of momentum?
I think
so
for
it's-
this, I want to like pick him up, hold him above my head, like
Are you gonna
this,
do the Bane thing?
and then I'm going to drop him on my knee.
Oh my word!
What?
Okay.
You're gonna paralyze this man for life.
Okay, so you lift him up.
He is in
I'll
7
drop him.
minutes.
I'll drop him on his
He is.
stomach, so I just completely knock the wind out of him, and possibly
you go.
break some
There
you
you
ribs.
lift
go.
him up. Do that.
Whoa!
Oh! And he is down.
And then he's gonna reach down and grab him by the collar and lift him up and whisper in his face, "Who are your superiors? You better tell me there's a lot more where that came from."
Yes, who's your boss?
I work for the. Sorry, he's like bleeding from the mouth.
It's fine. Adrian's gonna pat him on the head.
I
Thank you.
slap him on the head.
Ugh.
Hey!
Ugh.
Adrian pats.
Thank you.
Slap pats.
Good cop, bad cop.
Looks very
Go.
confused. My superior, I work for the fish heads. Boss radioed in, told us to go, and said you guys would be showing up there, ambush you, take your stuff. Said you'd be dumb, you'd fall for it.
What's your boss's name?
We don't really know. He's just head fish head. We know.
Who came up with the fish head thing?
It was named because we were fed the heads of fishes. Because we don't get a profit in this town, okay? That's why we do crime, Mr. Up and I, Mighty Silver Knight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pat.
Kind of like, "Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna be picking
Slap.
up all of our weapons while this is happening.
Hey!
Yeah.
While everyone's like over fighting everything.
I suppose you must be a lover, not a fighter, right? I respect that. Oh boy, this one's a pansy.
Hey, he's
Going
not a
to-
pansy.
Spencer,
What?
you're out there fighting.
Oh, I thought he was talking about this guy.
Inside.
No,
I'm
We're-
sorry.
talking about it.
I totally thought you were just walking alongside us. My bad.
Sorry.
No, we're
Okay,
inside.
real quick, where's everyone in this scene? So
I'm
there's like,
inside
alley.
looking at the ticket.
They're
and-
inside, there's
Oh,
the alley,
I'm-
and I'm
yeah.
by the
oh,
door getting
well,
the
you guys
weapons.
are inside. As you're doing that, you're.
What does the
Hello,
ticket say? I'm
hello.
looking at the
You're
ticket.
looking at the ticket. It is a very nice looking ticket. It's just just kind of has invitation to the Scarlet Ball, admissions 1, high priority. And it's kind of a nice, like, there's some red, there's some kind of gold to it. It's kind of a nice, good material, very fancy. You can tell from like the weight of it, penmanship and all that. Yeah.
Did the radio come back on?
Yes, the radio is on. You hear
Oh yes, high
someone on the
priority,
radio and he's just
as
breathing
I
into the mic.
should be.
Who's this again?
Oh.
Say,
well,
when does the
hello.
bar open? I'm getting a bit bored with all these brawls going on, and I'm almost sad. My flask is almost empty. When's the tab going to be
Oh,
open?
when is the tab going? Oh, that's happening tonight. You should definitely come too. It's the Scarlet Ball, have you not heard? Fun things are happening then. We have, oh, do you know, we have not just a whiskey bar. We have a Void Fiend bar. Yes, those drugs.
That
Oh,
stuff's good.
I haven't tried any of that yet. My daddy wouldn't let me do it, but now that he's, rest in peace, may
Yeah.
he rest his soul, I might get a little crazy.
What? Did I hear Void Fiend bar?
Made him talk.
So what are your names?
Sir Thomas Radcliffe Oakley Jr., CEO or whatever the equivalent of that is, of
the
Oakley
whaling
Oils.
company.
Yes, that's me.
Of your poor late father.
Yes, may he rest in peace at the bottom of the sea.
May they all.
I'm JD Gaga.
Lady Gaga, the old man.
Whatever corner of
Oh,
the crawled into.
How are you, my fine fellow?
You don't know me.
Do you really think so?
I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh.
Who are you?
Who do you think I am? So many people. Who are they? Perhaps you should keep notes on their names. So
Why is he muttering about? He called me a pansy.
I'm not saying
earlier.
anything.
You called me a pansy.
You didn't hear anything.
Yes, you did.
Quite
No.
delicious. Quite.
Are you that guy from last year?
I'm afraid I'm not.
Well, dang it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this still Melody? Is this someone else
No,
on the
this
radio?
is someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
You trying to kill me?
Yes, I
Quit
am.
trying to kill me.
Yes, I am. I've been watching you a long, long time.
What's your
old
name?
man. Oh. We'll leave that for later.
Oh,
Isn't that the mystery of it all?
that's not an interesting name.
Where did the rest of those oafs run off to, chasing people?
I'm
with their
suspecting
butcher
that they have
knives?
attacked my men and are now doing something incredibly.
You forgot to sell me that other guy's sword.
What? Pardon?
I was gonna buy that other guy's sword. You have another one?
I could acquire one if you would like.
Could you get his?
I could give it to you straight into your chest if you would like.
Could you just get his? I'll take it on the side.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. This man's crazy.
Well. I guess I found the two most useless and pathetic people in this party. But, oh well.
Why count yourself?
Why count myself? Well, it would kind of lose the dynamic of it all. Two people stuck in a room, listening to a
You're not stuck in here.
How are you so sure?
I don't see you.
You are stuck here by your
Aren't
own
you on the
volition.
radio?
Can you two buffoons stop arguing and we get on with the events of tonight?
You're the only one that's not in question being useless. I mean, I think that you're pretty. Never mind.
Ah.
I don't know what you said, so I'm just not going to answer.
All right, going outside real quick. So there's, so where are you three right now?
I got the weapons.
Yes, you got the weapons.
We
So
were
you're
in the
like standing
alleyway.
outside, and then you guys are both with that guy. With,
And I suppose after I get the weapons, I'll probably walk over and join them.
oh yeah.
Tucking my spring razor away in some like petticoat pocket somewhere.
All right. Treasury's just looking at you guys.
Listen, Mr. McBain, I think we taught this man a valuable lesson.
Yes.
All right, he's gonna look at him or get really close to his face, so
Make
much
sure
so
it's
that
all
you
forward.
can feel like the spit coming off
Ugh.
of his out of his mouth as he like talks. 'Cause he speaks with a lot of fluidity.
No, he's
Um,
getting closer to the back.
I know.
He looks at him. All right, I'm gonna have you go back alive for now. You go and tell whoever sent you not to do it again.
Okay.
You tell him.
Tell the bleeding idiot that I'll come and cut his throat. Got a lot of experience doing that. What with whales and other creatures. I've
Actually,
done.
I take objection to that.
Weird threat, but okay.
Say the
I'll
whales.
do that. I'll let him know that you're out to get him.
And I'll bash his face in.
Okay. I'll let him know.
He'll be black and blue.
Okay.
You've made your point. Now it's just
Not
bluster.
quite. Not quite.
Give him a minute.
You understand?
Yep.
You're gonna try it again.
Nope. No, I'm not.
I don't believe you.
No, I'm not going to.
Mr. McBain.
Good.
Mr. McBain.
My friends call me Butcher.
Oh, Butcher. Do you want
Trevor
me to call
just-
you that? Am I your friend?
If it gets up.
I don't know.
You can go now.
My enemies call me Butcher
Okay.
too.
Okay, so
Just
one way
has
or
to
the
pull
other, it's all
himself
right.
along with his
It's all
hands.
right.
Well, Mr. Butcher, sometimes when you're trying to make a threat on somebody, it's more efficient to just do it stronger and do it fast and make your point. Because I find that when you get past a certain point when someone's making a threat, it kind of becomes like blustery. And
Are you telling me how to be strong?
I'm just trying to
He crosses his arms and stands up tall above you.
help you make your point more efficiently. I find that sometimes people don't really have much of a grasp on the finer arts.
Of threatening people?
Yes.
I didn't understand half of what you said,
I didn't know
but
that
I
was an art.
appreciate it. And he pats her on the head and walks away and goes to get his cleaver knife that he threw.
So patronizing, I love it.
Try that again and you'll get a mark like the other one had, Dull. Adrian,
Are
I'm
you
just-
flirting with me?
Indeed I do.
No, Dull is what I call people because I want them to know that they've got as much personality as a piece of porcelain.
Oof.
Keep up. Adrian, do you want your sword?
I do indeed.
I'll get him a sword.
He gets down on one knee, for those who are at home, lowers his head,
What are you doing?
and in this dusty alley
Lady Perseverance.
with a rat
It's
dying in
Percy.
the corner,
It's Percy. Just call me
takes
Percy.
the sword.
This is truly honorable. I
Adrian,
will not
Adrian,
forget this.
Adrian.
I owe you my sword, metaphorically. If you need this sword to do anything for you, let me know.
You know, I guess that could be useful. Thanks.
Do you want a knife? I found
Yeah, I'll take a knife.
And I'm gonna give him one of the fish head's knives.
Okay.
The only
I say
woman-
M with a lot
Okay.
of people, okay? Apostrophe EM. Non-gender.
Is the other knife like useful in the kitchen at all? Does it look like a good kitchen cutting knife?
They're pretty crude. They're pretty much you can tell that they're fish like users knives, so like they would like cut open the guts out of fish, but they're pretty messed
saving
up. They're kind of like the ones that you
Fleming.
would maybe throw away after like, yeah, this is probably not sanitary to give just like use to cut fish. So it's
I
like
don't know
kind
what
of
that
chipped
means.
and cut
Yeah,
up.
this is the.
It's like chipped
It's
cut
a
up. It's
steampunk.
starting to rust a little bit.
I'm gonna pick
Um,
it up, and I'm gonna put
Does
it
2
in my
damage.
belt.
It's concealed melee weapon stats. Okay.
Adrian, Pat, we should go look for bullets and the rest of them.
When I said I would owe you my sword, that was more of like a favor thing, but could I ask for... Can you not call me pet? I am no one's pet.
Oh, it's just a nickname.
Why am I your pet?
You're not just a nickname.
Right, but it's a strange one.
It's pretty normal. I come from
Where do you come from?
Dunwall.
People call each other pet in Dunwall. I think not.
My mom calls people pets all the time.
Oh, like your family dog?
No.
Oh. Can somebody else... Oh, you're not here.
Well,
Have you heard people say this before?
He starts sniffling, wipes a tear out of his eye.
Oh, look what you've done. You've made him cry.
I didn't make him cry.
I'm not crying.
Indeed, sir.
What's
You
on
are
your
perspiring through thine eyes.
Perspiration, you know, it's hot out, and what's the temperature out?
We love the random questions.
It's
62 degrees Celsius.
He's got it.
Is
Pulled out of a
it's a little
thermometer.
more tropic. This kind of near where this island is. It's actually very nice. The sea does a good job kind of keeping it not too cool, not too hot. It smells very nice. Also, kind of sea. It's rather pleasantly warm.
So what he's gonna do is he's gonna like cough on his hand, but he's kind of like spitting in his hand. He's gonna go spread the moisture over his forehead. Like, ugh.
It's not very sanitary for a chef.
It is just sweat.
I'm sorry, but you go and stand in a hot kitchen next to a stove for 5 hours and tell me you don't get sweaty.
I make other people do that.
I don't cook my own food.
You bloody elitist.
Well, I have no disrespect for the people that do. I don't see how you'd expect me to understand how that relates to you spitting in your hand and pretending it's sweat.
It is hot out.
You wouldn't understand.
Indeed.
You haven't lived the life I have.
No. I haven't.
Perhaps we should go inside and where it's cool. And
No, if
have
you're not going to look for bullets for me, then I'll have to look for them myself.
look for bullets?
Bullets.
Oh, yes.
In case any of them had any.
Indeed. You are a good shot with that uncivilized weapon.
Why is a gun uncivilized?
But, excuse me, why is a gun uncivilized? Firearms have ended the era of chivalry. I intend to bring it back. But they have shifted crime and... I mean, what do you think is going on in the Isles? There's not the cause of firearms. Chaos and bloodshed and... chaos amongst the gentry.
Adrian,
Yes.
people suck. That's what's happening in the eye.
People suck what?
Oh no!
Don't ask that.
Yes,
I don't
in
think you want me to
general,
answer that one.
people do. This is something that you do remember, that people, not all the time, but sometimes they're just not the best. People are not the greatest. You personally do still stand to your beliefs. Guns are the end of chivalry. But you also do agree that people do have morally reprehensible behavior.
Indeed.
That they do. And he like looks angrily at the ground.
I am thankful for how you use it, though. Do not believe that I am casting shade on your way of fighting.
Do you prefer I call you doll?
Still.
Because I was about to call you pet again, and then I know you didn't like that, so
How about chum? That has a nice ring to it.
that's kind of banal.
I think not.
Right, chum. Ugh, no, we're not saying that again.
Oh, no,
Don't
that
worry
was
about
great.
it.
And she's gonna start
Very
looking at
well.
people's like pockets to see if she can find any bullets.
You are going through these guys' pockets.
Oh yeah, they might
which
even
is
have like
always a
some
good thing to do.
letters. Yeah.
I would
For
never look at
bullets.
corpses.
One. Okay. Let me think. So you guys head out the place to look at the two guys who are still there.
Yes.
You probably look as you're leaving. You just see Trevor dragging himself across the road. He's going
Trevor?
pretty fast. He looks back.
Do you have any bullets on you?
No.
Insight. 2 successes, actually.
Yeah. He just had one. No, he doesn't.
All right, carry on.
And then she'll go search the other two.
Alright, he goes over to them. You check their pockets. They have checking both, or there's one guy who's
Both.
still conscious, who's trying to drag himself away, and then the other.
I'll start with him because he's this,
Okay.
mobile target.
No! Get away from me!
I'm just going to search your pockets. In case you
Okay.
have anything interesting. You want to empty them out for me?
Alright. Well, you can look at them. I have them all inside my coat.
Then just take things out.
But it's like shady business deal thing.
It's not a shitty business. deal.
That's a nice coat. Can I have it?
Okay. You can come here and get it.
He holds up his cleaver.
He takes off. Oh, I know. He takes off his coat and has it over.
Just
one
give
hand.
me a second, and I'm going to like search through it before he gets it.
Listen, my friend.
He grabs you and like pulls the knife towards you, because he still has it.
Uh,
Don't try anything.
throwing my
or I'm
cleaver at him
stabbing-
again.
Okay, you do it. All right. He's going to
are you?
Try and not die. Okay.
Wait, he doesn't get to contest this, does he? Because it's a thrown weapon.
You are in a.
Also, do we get any void points from do we start with any void points?
You can all get one to start.
Okay.
And then if you see me laugh, you can point out.
I got
See me laughing at what
a
you-
critical success.
Awesome. Yeah, the sword just goes straight into this guy's face. He just falls over.
I'm gonna step away. Thanks, Butcher.
First
I'm
kill.
sorry about the sweat comment.
This
Don't
is what
mention it.
causes these men to turn to a life of crime.
At least I use a classy weapon.
Now I'm
Pulls the
gonna.
cleaver up.
Are you going to cook with that?
Don't worry, I'll wash it off.
Oh, okay.
I'm still searching through the guy's pockets now.
And he wipes it on his apron.
You find 5
There you go.
notes.
Beautiful.
One is so eaten by a rat that it practically doesn't work, but maybe it will.
Okay. I'll call it 4.5
This
notes.
is knife that you know, and there's a letter.
What's the
Letter
letter
to my
say?
mother.
You open it up, and it says, "Dear Father,
Picked the wrong parent.
in case you die today, which perhaps you will, it's written very, very well. I, your 5-year-old son, would like to just say that I love you. You are the greatest dad who has ever been part of several organizations. I love you. The person who killed you is definitely horrible. Signed." There's just like the word and then below it, small child.
All right.
I
The
look at
There's
the
a
butcher-
letter.
there's like a little there's 2 stick figures standing next to each other. They seem to be the same size, and then just one has an arrow point and says smaller next to it.
I wonder where he got this. And then I'm gonna toss it over my shoulder.
I'd like to pick it up off the ground.
Yes, go.
Oh, also, is my whiskey flask still on him?
That's all in the
This
box.
is terrible.
Well, you have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that back.
There's a small child that is now fatherless. Why couldn't
Roll
you?
a steady check on that.
Okay. What focus?
Steady, probably cleverly or carefully.
Okay, cleverly. That is 1 success.
Okay, you suddenly realize that this is definitely written by the man who did it. It's
Oh.
called a guilt letter. And you remember that sometimes people write these to guilt the people who kill them, in case they do. It's an odd practice, but for some reason people do it.
Do we still have the unconscious guy?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up to this body.
Don't
I'm gonna
kill
take my
him.
cleaver. No, this is the body of the guy I just killed, and I'm gonna chop his finger off, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna pick it up, and then I'm gonna take it to the other guy.
Just gonna.
Do we have the other conscious guy still?
He's
He's dragging himself
yeah.
away. He's
Right.
kind of far at
I'm-
this point, but I mean, if you want to go look for
I'm
him.
gonna run because he's bleeding and just crawling on the ground, so he's probably leaving a trail of blood as he crawls.
Yeah, you
away.
can tell where he's going.
All right,
Run
so
back
I'm
down the alley.
gonna go run up to him really quick and grab him. Hey,
What?
give this to your boss. Tell him it's Trevor's. Same thing's gonna happen to him.
I tell it that it's Trevor's. Trevor, tell him.
Oh, I thought that was Trevor I killed. Oh,
This is
no.
Trevor. Thanks, Trevor.
I'm Trevor. Those were 2 guys. Those were just they were just minnows. Yeah.
all right. He tosses it and he grabs Trevor's finger and
No!
chops.
Ah!
whoa.
Roll for it, I guess.
All right, fight forcefully.
This is crazy. Meanwhile,
2.
Perseverance, who just
Yeah, exactly the way you want to chop a
I
finger.
wonder where he got
You
this.
chop it, just falls down. There's blood. Trevor's screaming. He's holding the hand to himself.
He
Boy,
caresses
curse
his,
you!
He caresses his face. There, tell him that's Trevor's. And he hands him his finger. Have a good day.
You'll be
And he
burned.
pats him on the face and then he walks away.
You'll be burned, boy. Crawling away. You look up from this and you look over, and there's just a guy in a top hat, nice suit, and he's just looking at you Okay.
Guy with the chef's hat.
Yeah, doing all of this. She's
has
just
a
looking at you
quiver.
like, okay.
Don't mind me. I'm cooking for a party tonight.
I hope you don't use humans. I'm not exactly into those people.
Into cannibals.
What?
Cannibals, that is.
Put that on your dating profile. Not into cannibals.
I'd like to search the other guy that we knocked unconscious,
Okay.
the other one in the
I was
tube.
like, I'm here for a
He
wild
has.
time, but
He
I'm not
also
into
has
cannibals.
5 minutes.
Cannibals,
like-
move on.
Yeah, he
It's
doesn't
such
have a
quirky
knife on him
little
because he
thing.
was taken
No,
already.
that's happened before. I have to warn them.
Anything else? There's a note. You open it up. It says P.S. or to do, and it just has write guilt note.
Very nice.
I've pulled the guilt thing before. It's useful.
And she's gonna like toss it over her shoulder and she's gonna walk back inside.
Okay.
As soon as she gets in.
You can't kill me. Oh. Hi, my name is Perseverance Clement.
That's just my name, but with different consonants.
Who are you?
Perseverance Fleming.
That's what I said.
Perseverance?
That's my name.
Yeah.
I also come into the broken bottle.
Oh, who's this?
Oh, hello.
Did Melody put friend on?
Did you enjoy my 2 fine fellows?
Oh, those were you.
Those are mine.
Well, thanks for the calling card.
Job.
Mr. Fish, hello.
Ah! Already guessing my name. What a rambunctious lad you are.
Thank you. And he pats the radio.
Don't pat me.
How do you... What?
I just know things.
So,
So the
Fair.
camera.
why some people after us?
Why are people after us? Oh, no. People. Perseverance.
Percy,
Me.
why are you after us then?
Oh, you know, doll.
That's how
You
it
all
feels.
decided to come here to mess with my little party.
We were
Everyone's trying to kill
invited,
people.
excuse you, you
You
peasant.
Gotta look out for yourself.
Use me, Mister. I'm
Mr.
sorry. Mr.
Misgender me.
What was it? Thomas?
Yes.
Was it?
Junior.
Junior. Hmm.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
My father was a very important man. If you don't know that already.
I didn't
I
know that.
don't, and I don't particularly care. But yes, anyway, welcome all. So, you all been hired by the young lady in the house
I know who that is.
Yes,
to
we all
somehow
did.
protect against what's going to happen tonight.
Nothing's gonna happen. Except to you.
Do you want to live up to those words, old man?
I wanna live.
Good. Then I advise you run all the way up to the house on the hill and join the party. We're
I was
almost
already
at
gonna
this.
do that.
You didn't need to send 3 blokes after us. We were gonna do that anyway.
I wanted you to know that I was serious.
That was all you had.
All I had.
Is the creepy laughter really necessary?
No, not particularly.
Then why are you doing it? You're just wasting our time.
It's like I was telling Mr. Busher over here. It's bluster.
Miss Percy.
Who's Bluster?
Don't worry about it.
An old friend.
I know him.
Good.
Yes, Mr. Radio Man.
Ah, well,
His name is Fish.
yes, fish.
Halibut feed.
You know,
What kind of fish?
I've been feeling like
That's a
making a
good
good
fish.
fish fry.
Not a halibut.
Maybe I'll make that for the party.
There we go.
Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Hal, pet, what is you're after exactly?
Oh, really? Just a fun little night. Perhaps you'll find out what exactly I want along the way. But let me just put it this way. I want, I don't know how many, as many as one could get, really, of just bodies and blood, as much as I could.
Well, usually one of those sort of
why?
counteracts the other, because if you kill all the people at your parties, then you don't have anyone left to invite.
That's true.
If
It's
you
a party for
contract
one.
everyone to your party to
party
kill
that's
everyone else,
going
then
to
you
let
got a lot of people
everything-
killing for you.
And everyone finally be done with this little adventure you've been having. Life, that's what I'm referring to.
Oh. Thank you for elucidating.
It was a little vague.
Yes, it was. I'm sorry. Do you have something that you would like to say
I
a
didn't
little
say
bit
anything.
louder? Hmm?
You didn't hear nothing.
Oh, I think I did. Old
My
man.
name is Geriatric Galvani.
I know that's not your name.
What?
Geriatric Yaldani.
Geriatric.
Anywho, have fun. I'll see you up at the ball. Remember to try. I don't know.
Ooh, how can we
whatever.
call you back?
How can you call me back?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be calling you.
Oh.
Bye bye. Oh, say hello to the little dear little witch for me.
Does anybody know that man?
No, not
Is he a
really.
friend of yours?
No.
Do you know him, Mr. Geriatric?
I never said that.
Hello? It's hello.
Are you the one sending the killer after us?
Aye,
No,
Melody.
Mr. Shed.
Yeah, hello.
We just talked to the most
Hey, wait. Is,
dastardly, obnoxious,
Alistair?
stupid man.
I'm sorry.
wait, Alistair? Is that you?
Aye, I'm sorry. I'm late. I know I'm supposed to be making the food right now.
Oh no. Sorry. Okay, Alistair. We'll have to talk up at the castle. I'm kind of busy, but basically, manor. We call it. It has a lot of names. It's nice though. You'll enjoy it. Anyway,
I'm
sorry.
looking forward to it.
So
You can call it a castle.
you're
if you
kind
want.
of
I would.
doing both bodyguard and also working the kitchen. So, well, we need a little help in the kitchen, which is true. But primarily, you all. Well, to be honest, you're not exactly officially on staff. I'm specifically hiring you.
Now you're speaking my language.
But you're still paying us, right?
Yes, of course.
Now you're
Great.
speaking my
I'm
language
I just
again.
spent the last 3
I
of my
was
father's
thinking
paychecks on alcohol, but
5,000.
he doesn't need
Is
that.
that right?
I
I
will
get
cross
6?
Pandysia for this sum.
Can I get 6,000?
Very good.
Oh, and I do
Experienced.
owe Matilda some money.
I don't know
pay
if
her
you-
back.
You've heard of me.
Right. I'm
My
expecting you'll
ex-girlfriend.
all split it well and figure out among yourselves.
Oh, I thought it was 6,000 each.
It's not
I'm in a
6,000.
relationship with you.
1,000's not enough.
Oh,
Excuse me, Lady
I'll
Adderpool.
double it.
We received a threat from the most nefarious individual, dastardly, as my friend Junior here put it.
Aye, his name
That's
was
my
Fish.
Fish.
Leader of a nefarious organization known as the Fishheads.
Oh yeah, I think I know about them. They're in town.
Mm.
That could make sense. Anyway, yeah, it might be Fish who's trying to do whatever. There's been rumors that just dark things that are being planned for our ball that obviously we aren't planning.
I'm gonna insight check that.
Yeah.
The old man is murdering about murder or something. Muttering about murder.
Muttering about murder.
Muttering and muttering and
No successes on the
something.
inside check.
What's your name?
You can't exactly read her, but
Okay.
Who are you?
maybe in person.
I'm just not to be gone down to your stupid questions.
Anyway, so who
There's
else do
only
we have
3
here?
people here.
I'm not exactly sure. I sent it out to a lot of different people.
Nice to know we're special. Perseverance Fleming. Percy.
Let's see.
Sir Adrian Chosepot,
Adrian
at your service.
Chosnut. Thank you.
Sir Thomas Radcliffe Oakley II.
Thomas Radcliffe. Oh yeah, Thomas of the whaling business.
Yes, oil
So
tanker.
sorry about your father. by the way.
Playboy philanthropist, extremely handsome gentleman.
I heard someone else there. I know Alistair is there. And
John Flower Gunpowder.
Flower Gunpowder?
I thought his name was
That's not what I said.
geriatric
Is that with
gerrymandering.
3 T's or 2?
It is gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering.
He's been saying a lot of different names.
Or was it gentrification?
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay.
I thought it was just Jeremiah.
I never said that.
All right, Jerry, quiet down. We'll just call you that.
J Bear is my
sorry.
name.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was just me. I think, right? It was just me.
Jemima, probably.
Jessamine Baldwin.
Oh, like the royal.
I am her.
I had no idea I was in the presence of royalty.
Oh no, you said it was
Anyway,
Jennifer, didn't
so
you?
there
Jennifer
was something else I was
Coolidge.
supposed to- Oh yeah. So
You can laugh if you want. I'm full up the nickname.
Jennifer Coolidge.
It's better than gerrymandering.
It's like gerrymandering, though.
anyway, so as you saw, I have only 3 tickets to the party.
No, there was only one
you,
there.
Alistair, I think you can get in. You just have to tell them that you're a part of the chefs. They're expecting someone. You're kind of going to have to like sneak in that way, and I think one of you is going to have to somehow figure out how to get inside.
There was
we
only one
have-
ticket.
We have a security system.
4 of us gonna have to
There's an
sneak in.
electric fence like atop the wall, so watch out for that. But I got to go soon. So just figure out what you need to do to get inside, okay? Does that work? We can meet up. There's several people. Well, they'll know. I'll tell them who's coming, and yeah, that'll work.
Why couldn't you just get another ticket?
Well, his sister invited a lot of guests.
Oh, I know how it is. Sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I really was trying.
Is anyone particularly good at sneaking into places?
I already
I
have my
wouldn't-
ticket because
well-
I'm extremely important.
I know.
Well,
You
maybe
could
just
probably
buy your
talk
way
yourself in.
Oh no, you have to pay back your ex. Right?
Yes, I do.
Hmm.
I know.
Kind of undignified, isn't it?
I'm the
Slightly.
chef. I left to go get more food. We put him in a bag and then carry him in that way.
You're
They
not
might check
chopping me
the
up
bag.
with that thing.
No.
Okay,
We
I'm
wouldn't
going to
chop
go.
you
You
up.
guys can figure out your plan. I would advise to head up to the manor as soon as possible. We're getting things started. Like it should be starting. It might be
Excellent.
starting once you get there.
Mm.
So
Great.
Party doesn't start without me.
Well, we'll see you
Can't
then.
see me on the dance floor yet.
I'm gonna go look for a sack,
okay.
a big sack.
You could fill it with apples. So if they look in, it's just apples or something.
Apple sack.
And then Jennifer
I know it well.
underneath.
And then Mr.
Aye.
Coolidge will be safe to go inside.
Who's that? Who's that?
It was grueling. It was
Grueling.
I thought it was
It was groovy.
genre.
I'm looking for a
genre
sack.
defining.
Genre.
Are you good at
Roll.
finding things?
I can try to help.
Okay.
All right, because if you're good
roll,
at better at finding things,
I'm
than
Study.
I
not good at finding things.
Okay.
um,
I will study
carefully, probably.
What's
we-
success to
We're
help you?
in,
Oh wait,
we're in
no,
a
I
bar
only get to roll
technically,
one die.
right?
Yes.
I forgot how
I'm very
helping works.
familiar with kitchens and stuff, and most bars serve food.
That's true.
Could I look in
Um,
use my knowledge of kitchens and cooking to know where they would keep a bag in the kitchen?
I don't think so. You probably see that there's a door, and you're like, okay, that's probably the kitchen. I don't think you can use it to find a sack, though, but you can check.
Okay. I'll just look for a sack.
I would like to help him, sir.
I help, and I give one success to whatever he gets.
I get nothing.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, you try on the door to open it, but it seems kind of stuck, and you push it open, and it's just a door that goes to the alley, and it's not to the kitchen at all. Oh. Okay.
Are there tablecloths on any of the tables?
Adrian,
Yes.
No.
do you
there's
think you
just
could
this
pretend to be
table
one of the
that seems to be here.
decorations?
He crumpled
was
up your
thinking about
poster.
that.
I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, just typical old man Gerald
Oh.
ravings.
Of course, because he would actually want to save the whales.
He actually stuffed
I'll
it
hit
down
you
his
with that.
pants.
I didn't say anything.
I did
I never
what?
said that. He said
I have helped you
He's crazy. He's muttering.
by saying
I was supposed to
he
shoot
actually
them,
shoved
and
it
this
down
time
his
on.
pants.
Well, I got no successes, so
Oh.
no help,
Let's
unfortunately.
see what your pansy face wants to say.
Aggressively sips flask.
I'm sorry. Insight. Let's see.
I got 0 successes. so-
Nothing, bro.
Nothing.
You
I mean, I
might-
did get a 12 and a 12.
Wait.
So.
What are we doing?
Well, I
I
guess
don't-
if
it wouldn't
split
add.
your armor.
Looking around.
That's fair
for-
enough.
It slipped in through the
Yeah.
Are there
cracks.
Yeah.
I got a
tablecloths or
success.
anything
Thank you.
here?
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be. There seems
I
to
have.
just
Mine
I
would
got
have
a.
been
I
a
got
Yeah, I
a
folded.
Messages.
Yes.
everything seems
It's
to
an
be.
important message in there.
Okay.
Those
okay.
are the most magnificent
Yes.
creatures.
So you're looking around for a
Where's the
tablecloth or
kill you?
some bag or something like that?
No, they're peaceful.
Or a crate.
Or a crate.
Do you know whales
do
have the biggest
find
brains of any creature?
I don't know
find
any
a crate
whales.
Got the
behind,
biggest hearts of
like,
any
under
creature,
the
too.
I don't
the
know
bar,
any.
so
I thought you
you
knew
find a
all
crate
the
under the
folk
bar.
people.
It's
I know everybody I
not
need to.
very big. It's kind of just a smaller crate.
Is it a crate we could fit him in?
How big is your character?
Maybe he could do an acrobatics.
Probably not
thing
that big.
How good is he at acrobatics?
Because that's
Not
like a
good.
that's a carny trick right
If you
there.
want to try for it, you could, but
I have
I'm
no
gonna look.
pockets.
I'm gonna look at the crate and be like,
Really should.
You're not gonna get me in that.
It would be
We can
profaning
try.
grammar.
I'll kill you
He
first.
cracks his knuckles. Any volunteers? He points to the crate.
He can do it.
I have a ticket. I'm extremely important.
Is he
Like,
gonna fit in there?
Lady Adderpool, are you still on the radio?
yes, hello.
Does your manor slash castle still, does it have suits of armor as decoration?
We do, yes.
Hmm.
You remember
Nope,
what I
no
told you
ideas.
a minute and a half ago?
Yes. I don't know how you could sneak me in, though.
I'm gonna like,
Just hold it still for a second.
Right, but
and I'm gonna like, boop, and pull down the armor.
His armor was pulled down this entire time.
Oh, come on.
He's got a full helm on.
She's gonna like,
No face.
pat, pat.
Ping.
You look perfect.
well,
He's not gonna fit.
He doesn't need to.
he's going to
are
stand.
you just going to walk up to the door and say, "Oh, I found a decoration"?
But who's good at talking to people? Is anyone good at like lying to people and things? Well, you'll come with you. You can probably do it.
If it's necessary for the mission.
Ouch!
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
I did.
Adrian,
Yes,
can you try something for me?
of course.
Can you stand just absolutely still?
Oh, indeed.
At
You
attention.
try
Yes.
something out for more than 2 seconds.
He goes for the, I don't know,
It's
knight in
classic.
shining armor. Yeah.
Does this look like the displays of like armor that I've seen in?
I would say that this is old armor.
Yeah.
It's well taken care of. It's standing somewhere and not moving, and knights are not usually seen in the normal world. So yes, it kind of does.
Now, can I find like one of those dolly cart things?
Oh, that might be hard.
Wait, we just got off a ship, right?
Oh, they
Yes.
definitely have.
They
those.
definitely have
The
something like
luggage.
that down by the pier.
Okay.
We could also build something.
You did remember seeing a few of those by the pier. They were used for much bigger boxes, but or at least different things that were roughly like something like that. Some of it were even just carts that you would push around.
I'll go get one.
Okay, so you're heading off to the harbor.
Yep.
And I'm gonna like stick with Adrian.
Okay. Is anyone else coming to the harbor? Oh.
Hey,
Now,
I'll need you.
we need to
And
test
he's
the
gonna
things.
take. He's gonna
Alright,
take.
alright.
If we're
Oakley
there at
with
the
him.
door, and
Very
keep lying
well.
to people,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to
Right,
stand
okay.
absolutely perfectly still no matter what happens.
I can
right?
do
So-
that. Hey, no, stop. Stay on. No one would do that with decoration.
Well, you'd be surprised.
If
What
they
if
treated us
someone?
like sporting.
What happens if someone like?
All right. Who's leaving?
Us two. We're
You
going
two are
to.
leaving. Are you three
Right.
staying?
Sorry, I forgot the sound effect.
Oh, don't do that.
But that's the sound a set of armor makes when you.
But you making it doesn't sound like a set of armor making it. It sounds like you making it from inside a set of armor.
I think it's a fine performance.
Let's hope they don't lift up your arm. Good enough.
Alright, we're going down to the pier.
Okay. You three, actually, all four roll a looking check.
Perception.
Wait, which three?
Well, actually, all four roll for
Nothing.
seeing.
I got a 1.
Nothing. One.
I got
Oh no, that is a critical success.
That was critical.
Yeah.
So when it
Yeah,
becomes
so
a one, it's a
It's
like a.
counts
I
as
mean,
two.
Oh, I said like I rolled a
Roll.
1.
Yeah. Say you got two then.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. What did you three get?
Just one.
Nada.
Just one. Nothing. All right. What'd you get, Levi? For the looking check.
For the looking check, success and a complication.
Okay. You three don't notice anything. You notice that as you're going down to the harbor, there is no one here. And you make it down eventually to where the harbor is, and you see that everything has been moved away. All the carts that you know were there are all gone. Everyone is just gone.
Is
There's
there a
no one
warehouse?
anywhere here.
Is there a warehouse?
Where is everybody?
There's a lot of warehouses in different places around. There's some stuff that you
It's
see.
a bit empty.
But it seems, yeah.
Do you notice that? There's no one around.
I do.
You notice
bit
a small
suspicious,
little
isn't
dust
it?
cloud coming in, or like a little dust cloud, kind of a little far away. These are dirt roads, and they're just kind of wooden houses next to them. And you just kind of see just that little like bit of dust that's being kicked up. It's a little far away, but you could probably get to where it is.
Giving me an eerie feeling.
Let's go back. I don't want to ruin my hat in the dust. Look at his hat.
Best intro.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, you two start heading back to the Broken Bottle. So, you guys. So Spencer, you got one success.
Yep.
Okay. And you got a complication.
Yeah.
And you got that. No complication for this.
Okay.
All right. Spencer, you actually don't, or sorry, your lovely knight does not notice anything.
Okay, that's fine.
No one knows.
Visibility's crap in this thing.
It's the problem, isn't it?
And then basically, actually you three roll again.
Which,
You three. Everyone
So
who's
what's
in
on
the
this
broken
side?
bottle.
Sure.
Still nothing.
Still nothing. Spencer, did you get anything?
Sorry, say this again.
Roll again for perception. One.
Not one, so 2 successes.
One, 2 successes. You don't notice anything.
I don't?
Again.
This is he is actually doing this. Could I find a pencil or something, some writing utensil to?
Yeah, there's like an old one that chewed up by rats.
Gotta chew it up, man.
Everybody's now biting a pencil a few times for authenticity.
Can you at least do the butcher treatment?
The butcher treatment.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's not the first time I've made you touch something that was in my mouth.
I had a nickel.
Gotta wash that
Mm.
hand.
I hope he's washed it since the last time.
He puts a glove on every time he showers.
Okay. And we will take a break, actually. So do that. Can you
Alright.
pause
No
stream?
time.
Yeah, give me a second. Wait, hold on, where's the pause button? I could have sworn there was a... Oh, wait, there's a...
guards are on both sides.
Okay, so welcome back.
So,
So,
you're like, yeah.
Sorry.
alright, so we're gonna start starting stream. Okay, so we're back. We left off. You guys were in the broken bottle. You guys were returning. I'd say you guys have probably gotten back to the broken bottle, and you two notice that there is a wagon that's coming around, or not a wagon, like a carriage that's coming around.
Yeah, sure.
That's coming basically down the alley towards the broken
Sorry, I don't
bottle.
have a spoon.
And you guys inside are, what were you guys inside doing?
Looking for a dolly.
Looking for a guy.
And then teaching Adrian how to not react in his like suit of armor pose.
Okay. Very cool. Yes. So with the people outside, I'm going to say wagon. The carriage is coming towards you guys. Do you guys do anything?
Is there someone? Is there someone outside of it, or is it?
Yes,
Is this
there's-
like a motorized carriage, or?
It is
this-
not a motorized carriage. There are 4 horses pulling it, and there's a guy.
What's he look like?
You actually recognize him. He's that guy with the bowler hat, the suit that you met previously.
Oi, over here!
He sees you, pulls over next to you. Hello! What's your name, good sir?
Alistair McBain. I'm
Alistair
expected at the manor.
Ah! I happen to be going there, if you would like to join me. It's
Ah,
getting a
thanks.
little late, and you probably don't want to be on the streets.
Thanks. Oh, this is my friend Junior.
Ah, hello, Junior. Derby Starch.
My name is Sir Thomas Radcliffe Oakley II.
Oh.
Correct.
Pardon, sir. Yes, there was some others with you when we, heard something.
Oh, they're down at the broken bottle.
Oh, okay. Would you get them, please? There's some rules here. I'm new, but from what I hear, you probably don't need to or shouldn't be on the streets. And this is not the best side of town.
Hey, can't you take us back there?
Where?
The broken bottle.
We're sort of right over there.
Aye, your eyesight's not good.
Oh, that's okay. Yes, these streets, I've been on them. They're quite winding.
I know.
Yeah.
It's hot out too. I'm sweating everywhere.
Ah,
And he wipes his forehead again.
would you? Would you need a? What's the?
A wet wipe.
No, the
Handkerchief.
the.
Pocket square?
No, the vial of the healing stuff. What's it called?
Suckle up.
Soap Elixir.
S&J.
Yeah, S&J Elixir.
Would you like to buy S&J?
Buy it or get it?
Buy it specifically.
How much?
Running 100 notes, if I'm correct at this point. You are a new customer, if I'm correct?
Aye.
Yes, I do remember a face. 90? $80? 70?
Getting close.
That's about where I'm at.
Would you take a bit of dip for it? And he pulls out some chewing tobacco. Offers it to you.
How much did you get for that?
Hmm?
How much did you get for that?
How much did he get for what?
The chewing.
I didn't get anything. I just chewed it.
Is
Did
it
you get that from your
chews?
mouth?
So it's pre-chewed, is what you're saying.
No, I didn't get anything from it.
Would you take some chew?
No, I'm meaning, what did you purchase? What was the buying price?
Deal's a deal.
About this much, about 150.
150.
I'll let you have it for 2 elixirs, though, at 70.
Uh,
Let you keep the extra 10.
Perhaps not today, sir. But if you do, you know.
1.5.
I don't think so. I'll do 90 the chew. and you can get an elixir.
All right. He's gonna offer you the chewing tobacco, and he's gonna take the elixir.
Do you give him the money also? The 90.
I thought I was trading the chewing tobacco for.
Oh, sorry. He said 90 and the chewing tobacco.
The chewing
He would give
tobacco worsens the deal.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna put some in his mouth, and then he's gonna spit it back at you.
Okay.
Would this be a fight check?
No, it wouldn't be.
This is when Thomas realizes he's traveling with an uncouth savage.
Yeah, he kind of just knocks it away with his hand. It still gets on. He just takes out a clean air off. And he just kind of kicks the bottom of the, like where he's sitting up there, he just kind of kicks that part twice. And this is,
Good stuff, you see.
yes. Yes, of course. Thomas, or sir,
Yes.
did you have friends inside? If not, we can leave.
We did. We did.
Yes.
Alistair's gonna just run back inside to go tell everyone. He's gonna barge in.
I'm with the group if that's what you're asking.
Okay. You barge inside and you see that they are both there. And
Did you
the old
know
man is gone.
that whales sing to each other? It's the only song you can hear in the void.
Will you quit singing in there? The driver's here.
Oh, huh.
Ah, perfect. What's that
Tries
you're
to.
doing?
Bit of subterfuge.
What?
It's a note saying I'm a suit of armor.
Mercy.
Well, it needs to be affixed to my armor.
Sure, let me see if that's...
Well, we need to go, so I'm gonna head for the door.
Adrian.
Okay, you can go. You can try and contest it, but
No,
he's
no,
heading.
no. Yeah, we need to go.
Yeah.
Adrian,
Mm-hmm. What?
suits of armor don't have paper on them. If they're especially nice, somebody will make a placard.
It's a delivery. How else do you think you're gonna get a suit of armor in?
The delivery man tells you. Well, but I suppose it would
Well,
be a gift
delivery
from
man
his
carry
family.
receipt.
A rat like runs out the corner and like goes towards where the
No!
little bit of
He's running towards the paper.
You get
Pardon?
it. He just runs. You like pick it up and he like runs away like so he's out reaching
It is a delivery receipt.
and then runs.
Now it is crumpled. You have crumpled your own work! How dare!
You wrote that on my poster?
I didn't have any other paper on me.
You're going to blow your own cover. You know that, right? Tell him, please.
The butcher's gonna walk up to his chest, look at it very closely. That'll do.
But when he doesn't get invited inside, it's not my fault.
Okay. Are you
Oh wait,
guys
he's gonna
exiting?
grab the paper.
Hmm?
He's gonna grab the paper really quick.
Yeah.
You need something to stick it to you. And
Yes.
He's gonna spit
Yeah.
on the paper with his chewing
Oh.
tobacco and slap it on your breast.
I will definitely clean that later.
Okay. It just connects with your armor. You feel it splat against it. And you kind of feel like a little bit come out and like hit a part of your helmet. It's closed, so you're fine. But you're like, ugh. But you also like feel it is definitely stuck on there, which is probably both a good thing and a bad thing.
Is your spit normal?
I did this earlier, but
I
oh no, it didn't
think
work
so.
this time.
Can I see
It
if
did
he's
work
chewing anything right now?
I mean,
Chewing tobacco?
he spit the last of it
Yeah,
out
I
on
think-
the paper.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you probably could context clues. There's probably something he was chewing on.
It does work.
You could check
with no
what it
spit.
is, but
He's probably just
whatever it
chewing on a
is
little bit.
something, and it was in his mouth. So it probably tells you everything you need to know. But it definitely is sticking on. You don't have to do anything.
My friend, if this damages, I may have to charge you damages.
I just stuck it on
Right, but if there's a stain or something like that. It's very intricate.
Ah, good one. He slaps you on the shoulder
Clink,
and just
clank.
walks away. Okay,
All right.
it's metal.
Rust and stuff. Okay, he would know more about like treating metal. Well, I don't. But yes, that is fixed, and I'm heading outside.
All right, is everyone going outside? All right, real quick with the old man. Roll for perception, just in case you both remember what you're doing and also you know where to go.
Can I add anything to this?
What do you have to add?
Like focuses? Stealth, deceive, fencing, innuendo, or poison?
Probably not.
Okay. 2 successes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you look up towards the skyline and just like it's built up on a hill, and you can see this very majestic looking manor. Not a whole lot of details from this distance, and you just remember, oh yeah, that's the manor. Like, this is not a very big island. That is definitely the manor I'm supposed to be going to, and it's pretty close. You could probably walk there.
I'm going
Yep, you go.
stealthily.
All right, everyone else, you come outside and you see this man. He's wearing description real quick. He's a slender gentleman. He's wearing glasses. He has a bowler hat on. He has a golden ring or a golden earring. It's kind of an easy smile. He's wearing a vest with kind of gray with like stripes, and you notice that his cufflinks are actually diamonds.
Man's bougie.
Hello. Is this everyone?
Everybody except the, where'd, Jeremiah or Jennifer or whatever his name was go?
Oi! Gentrification, get back here!
Jennifer seems to be gone.
Well, I suppose he'll catch up.
Okay. You all, are you okay with squeezing? Or do you want to
No.
ride up here? We could fit 2 here. If one's ambitious, he can cling back there. We have a few seats below, not too many. This would be a little squished.
Alistair immediately like sucks his gut in, and he's like puffing his chest out intentionally at the same time. Like,
Do you want to try inside the carriage?
I can do that.
Okay.
He's like flexing a little bit on purpose.
Right. He kicks the thing he's sitting on also, and the door opens, and you just see that there's this big guy who just looks out, and you see also that there's another guy in there, and they're just like these big men who are wearing. Roll a history check.
Ooh.
They're
What's
wearing
that in that
outfits.
Are they big?
They
like
are
muscular?
muscular men, definitely.
I'm gonna go sit next to them and like start flexing
You
my
come in there and
biceps
you
as I
open, look
sit.
up, and there's this is kind of there's like 2 seats in the front that kind of face back into the back of it, and then there's 2 seats that face those people, and then there's 2 seats behind them. Shoved in there is this huge kind of suitcase, sort of like, I don't know how to explain it, just a really big suitcase with like wheels and stuff that has a bunch of like compartments and things on it. And they just they point to like one of the seats there in front of them.
All right, I'm gonna before I get in, I'm gonna take my hat off and put it back in its case.
Okay.
Lock
You
it
can
all up.
get in, it's gonna be a little bit of like, you're gonna be kind of crunched down sitting in there, but like,
Yeah, he's just gonna get in and he's just gonna be sitting in front of them, but like he's holding his arms up like this so he can like naturally flex them in front of them. And he's just gonna sit there and be like flexing the whole time.
okay.
Could I kind of peer in and very boldly study these people's uniforms?
If you wanna get way up close in front of them, you can do that.
I don't know if I should. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm trying to keep the whole suit of armor thing on the down low, that I am a person and not just a suit of armor. Well, could I ask if one success would give me a success on this check? Would it?
Probably.
Okay, all right. I'll take the one then and just stand in my pose, I guess.
Yeah, so you see these are, you're not specifically sure what category they were in the ranks, but these are like well-kept Crystallian armor, like from back in the Empire's time. Like, you're not sure, there was like 3 branches you remember, there were like 3 kind of groups, but you don't super remember which of these guys, who they are, but you're like, oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
Not particularly.
Containing my
involved.
excitement.
Yes. Alright. So, kind of the top derby. So what's the seating plan? We could fit 2 here, a little snug. I think there's room. One wants to cling on the back, go under. We could probably squeeze more people in here.
I'll sit up top.
Okay.
Thanks, Pat.
Go. He helps you up, and just you sit next to him.
Adrian is just standing there, a static piece of armor.
I'm gonna
He
need
takes a
somewhere
look
to-
at you real quick.
Do you want me to do deception for this, or did he just
I
see me
swear,
walking?
you
So
You
no
can
purpose.
use. Sure, you can use deception. You can go against
this
this.
talk or like
This
move?
is. I think it's.
Probably talk because it's relating to people.
Yeah,
This-
talk.
This can really get into a stealth boldly
Yeah.
sort of thing. Just stand there as a
This
suit
is
of armor.
Can I argue boldly?
Yes, you could.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you're just standing there as a piece of armor. Like, that's pretty bold.
No successes.
All right.
I'll just take the top.
Okay. You kind of do that. Kind of. Do you need any help? Or, oh, okay. You
Yep.
just climb up on there, sit next to him.
This does not bode well.
The whole plan didn't bode well, but
Yeah. There wasn't another one, so here we are.
Yeah.
Of course, he kind of squishes on like the far end of the bench a little bit.
He takes a look at you real quick. Where was your armor made?
Hmm?
Where was your armor made?
Where?
You were like, what era, I guess?
15th century.
Okay.
So way back when. So like
Okay. Way back.
300 years ago.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so he kind of just looks,
Oh, am I getting in? I thought I was taking the top.
oh, yeah, you take the top. He just kind of looks at you like, oh,
Percy's like,
Interesting.
gosh, darn.
Who, the driver or
Yeah,
one of the
it
people
says
inside? Okay.
just,
hmm
he kind of leans over. Where do you get that?
This has been in my family's hands for years.
Huh.
He's lying.
Are you possibly willing to sell it?
Nope.
Okay. It's very nice. I'm a salesman. Sorry, it's just what I do.
Well, when this all blows over, you should definitely stop by my store back in Old Lambro.
You have a stole.
Yes,
That Bristol?
indeed.
Indeed, yes. I think I've been there. What was the shop's name?
Oh, it's just simply my last name. Toastmount Antiquities and Curio. It,
Has it been has that shop been in business for like the last 5 years?
that's a good question. It probably went out of business like 2 years ago, I think.
Okay. I think sounds familiar. I had some people who were keeping tabs on some of the more rare items. And I think that was one that they noted. I didn't get to go there myself. I meant to. Do we have everyone? Is everyone on? You. sir.
Yes.
Do you, if you want to try and cling back there, I wouldn't exactly recommend it. I think we have a seat down there. It should be fine.
I'll just go.
Excellent. You sit down there. There's the 2 big guys. They're kind of dead ahead. They look at you, but like no real expression. Not kind of positive nor negative. They're just like, okay.
The butcher is just sitting across from them, just flexing.
They
his
just close
biceps.
the door. All right, off we go. And the horses go. These are very well trained horses. This guy's not necessarily the best driver, but he's had experience just doing it, so he just kind of goes, and it just kind of goes off and with their town. As they go through, you kind of see more of
I could never.
Toulon, the town and kind of island area. It's a very small island, seems to be kind of connected together. You see some kind of way off in the distance, some factories in different areas. It's a little bit closer to this area. You're kind of going towards the uprise where there's kind of a hill, kind of hill area, and that's where the manor is, which you see. And kind of that's the richer section of town, which is kind of has a bit of the lower slums that kind of almost gets there, but there's definitely a block that happens. And as we get there, there's actually a bunch of other guards who are also wearing Bristolian armor and like uniforms that you see, and they just wave him on in. He kind of waves to them. This is the first time I've gotten to come here. Mr. Adderpool himself invited me.
Really?
It's quite interesting.
What is Mr. Adderpool like?
He's an odd man, definitely. I like to pride myself on having a good read of people when I meet them. He's definitely an odd one. He seems a little bit, seems rather jolly and lively, but a very strong man, I would say.
Smell like fish.
No, not really. Quite nice. It was strawberries last time. Anyway. So you guys continue on. Any activity happen? Actually, as you're going there, you see a man walking along. He seems rather old.
Oh, he's one of ours. Can you blow for a
Oh,
minute?
that's
He stops by.
Genesis.
Hello, my good fellow.
Jennifer, get on.
So we start.
I'm assuming it's me.
Is he,
Yeah.
is he,
Jennifer!
Oi,
he leans
Jerry,
over,
Mandarin,
I think he's,
you.
He leans over, he's next to Alice.
Mr. Mandarin.
Is he all right?
No.
Okay, could you get him? One of the big guys just opens up, goes out there, walks over to where you guys and just taps you on the shoulder.
Mr. Geological Formation.
And he just kind of takes your hand and leads you
Whoa.
over to like where the thing is.
Are you trying to kidnap me?
No, sir.
You lying to me?
No, I'm not.
He's
Kinda-
lying to me.
just kind of takes you up, pushes you in. You can sit there, closes it, grabs onto the side, and just kind of he's holding on, shuts the door.
He pulls the old man over and sits him the butcher pulls him over.
There's
sits him
only
next to
like
him.
one.
You know who I am.
There's only like
And he's sitting
one
there.
chair, so you
I
two
don't
like.
think I do.
Are you two sitting on the same
He
chair?
sits-
Are you
he
sitting on
sits
like
him
the
on-
aisle between it? There's like a giant also
No, he
like.
sits back on the chair, spreads his lap apart, and sits him on the seat.
Okay.
It's getting weird.
I don't think he can actually do that. There's this.
Okay.
You have a thing
He
over
sits him
you.
on his lap.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
so
you,
you're kind of all,
kind and
so you're just
merciful
crunched
GM.
in a very small space.
He sits him
What
on
do you
his
want
lap.
for Christmas?
The guy who's looking at you is like really trying not to break. He just like, looks away now and then, looks back.
My name is John Greed.
Glamorization.
Yeah.
Good sir.
Thank you.
Anyway, you notice as the sun starts to set on the horizon, you start to reach a place where it just starts
I
going
had a
up. There's
list.
a pathway that's been
Gluttonous.
has different stones and stuff like
My
that, and
good
very
friend
nice
Gran-
kind of
great grand
gardens around it and stuff like
Gyro
that. And there's kind of little
stabilizer.
hedges and areas and
Gyro
little walls
stabilizer's
and
my
stuff.
grandma.
And you come all the way there until finally you look up and there's the manor, and it is quite beautiful. Very big. There's a big glass kind of, the entranceway goes into this kind of area where there's this big glass roof that is reflecting the color of the setting sun. There's the stones themselves are kind of sort of a reddish color. There's some like different ivies and stuff growing on them. There's a few towers and areas that you see. There's a bit of a garden area, but it kind of seems to be pretty much hedged in, but there seems to be some stuff out there. You can actually hear the sound of the sea, and so you know that the sea is very close behind the mansion itself. As you come up, there's a marble staircase, the doors, and the guy pulls around. There's several carriages that have been lined up around. There's a few servants who are really trying to move all these carriages to some other areas because there's so many people who are coming, and there's a few people who are still coming in late, but you kind of notice, you hear noises inside, and kind of a bustling, and you see a lot of the lights around, just a lot of golden glow coming from it. He pulls up. Well, everyone out.
Could I have asked him during the ride?
Mhm.
So are those men in the carriage, are those bodyguards or those guests?
Are so Adderpool's men. You see, people enjoy my services, so we try and make sure that I don't die or get robbed.
And your services are, you are a...
I'm an auctioneer by trade. So
Ooh, really?
yes.
Very interesting.
Yes, that's what's the big,
Hmm.
the big bag is about. It's kind of my traveling shop, as it were. I've got
Traveling
all of my
shop.
things. Quite interesting. If you all, let's just be honest, I noticed that you guys seem to have a bit of fancy folk with you. If you are interested in buying anything, do be such. I would love to be. I think I'm setting up shop on the right side. There's you'll see it. There's a fighting ring. It's near there.
A fighting ring?
Yes,
Some party.
it is a party. And it only happens once in a while. I mean, obviously. The last one. Oh, Mr. Adderpool's own. Wish I'd been there.
You said you sell things.
Yes,
Do you have any bullets on you?
I do. Quite a bit, actually. What kinds? What
Just
kind of
revolver bullets.
revolver bullets? Definitely.
How much will, say 10 notes buy me?
Yes, for a good handful. Do you want us fancy, like talking silver and
Anything will do.
Anything will do. Okay, I'll give you. You seem a little bit more. Will you still be? Yeah, he gives you. There's an amount of bullets that you can probably get for that, which he will bargain with you.
Brilliant. Do I not need to keep track of bullets?
Do you want to?
No.
All right, you will get enough bullets to kind of be good.
Beautiful.
Nice.
If you're running low, I'll let you. Basically. So, you just kind of, all right, pulls up. Well, I'm off. I have to go say hello to everyone, and then talk about stuff, and then hopefully make
You're a
some
busy man.
sales. We'll see. Anyway,
Good day, sir.
see you all. I'll be inside.
Wait, did we catch his name?
No.
Wait, good sir.
Hmm?
What is your name?
Derby Starch.
Derby Starch, Adrian Chosman.
Adrian.
A pleasure.
Pleasure, definitely so. Yes. I go by just you in the bowler hat. But I'm not necessarily particular on names.
Very well, Sir Derby.
Thank you.
Enjoy the party.
You too. He goes inside, the big guys just, okay. They just kind of shoo you all out onto the front steps, and they pull out this huge thing that just, they start to carry it in.
What's in there?
I have no idea. Be like, everything.
Don't you want
They
to
go
check?
around the side. They go around the side. No. Locks. And like,
I could help with that if you'd like.
no, thank you, ma'am.
It's not going to come back to bite us later.
It's probably just his goods. He needed to set up shop.
Roll out of the carriage.
Is there someone nearby who looks like they work here?
Oh yes, there's the servants who are parking stuff. And one guy goes to, and then there's one guy who's just kind of standing there. Just,
Right, Butcher's gonna turn to you, wink at you, and then he's gonna walk up to the servants. Hey, over here.
hello, sir.
I'm the newly hired shift.
Entrance that way. There'll be
thank
some
you.
people there.
He's gonna pull his chef's hat out and put it on his head, and he's gonna walk down to the chef's entrance.
Get weird every year. Just whispers under his breath and then just kind of goes about his business.
Did I hear that?
Maybe. You guys are leaving.
Regardless, I'm just gonna go in there. Also, I forgot to mention, he wears like a tight white t-shirt to try to emphasize his
He would.
muscular build.
Yes.
He would. He
Of course
would.
he would.
He doesn't actually have one of those, right?
Doesn't have one of what?
A muscular build.
He does.
Oh, he does.
He
All right,
does.
fair enough.
Is it that
He's
kind of like chunky muscles of someone who's gotten their muscles by working a lot, or
Kind-
is it like he's a bodybuilder?
No, not a. He's like a chunky. He's a like a worker. A
Okay.
laborer. So anyway, he walks back towards the kitchen entrance.
Okay.
Okay, guys, those guards definitely saw me, so how are we getting in?
Check your
You
pockets.
could probably work your way in, don't
And
you
I'm
think?
gonna like try to sneak
take
in.
Okay.
What's in my
there's
pockets?
These two big doors. What's in your pockets? Do you have a ticket?
Oh! I don't need this then.
You throw
Brilliant.
it.
You pull
Servant
that
just
off your
catches
chest.
it and like puts it in his pocket.
Oh, Sorry, I don't mean to litter.
Did you
You're
pull
just like,
that off
no.
of your chest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ew.
Oh
There
yeah,
is-
does it come off?
It does. There's like a piece maybe is still on there. It's stuck on.
Hmm.
One servant just kind of like looks at you and says, do you need me to get something for that?
I would appreciate that. Yes.
Uh,
Something not too acidic though.
Yes.
It's very delicate metal.
Oh,
Very delicate soap.
If it's very delicate, why do you wear it to fighting,
Because it's built for fighting.
but not for anything acidic?
Yes. Typically, enemies don't use acid. If they did, we'd all be dead.
I'll remember that if I ever have to fight you.
I hope that day never comes. You would lose.
Glad you think so.
Hmm.
the guy comes back and he just kind of has like a little, have like a little cup with some liquid and like a handkerchief and just kind of.
Oh, thank you. Does he do a good job?
Let's see. I'll check.
This is my sensitive
It's a
thing, so if he messes this up, I might just punch him.
Gets a complication, scratches all over. It was
It's like,
just
oops, I
acid.
grabbed the sandpaper, but it got it
Oh,
off,
also,
right?
you notice that this man is wearing a he's wearing a mask actually, with. It's really weird. It looks like it's probably brass. It's probably not gold. It has that kind of look to it, but it looks very like someone just like holding their breath,
Hmm.
and it looks kind of purposefully a little silly, but it seems a little. It's an odd thing.
Hmm.
But it seems to just be a part of his fun outfit. The other people are wearing stuff with like different faces and stuff, but you notice that some are like matching up.
Mhm.
But it's just an odd thing. Anyway, he rolls Tinker. He
Can I
is
assist him? Oh,
being
wait.
careful. Yes,
Mm.
he will do. He'll take that.
Could I apply? Could I apply my history focus since we're dealing with artifacts?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's one success.
Okay, it's 2 successes. Yes, it's a good job. He just does off. It's all good. He just kind of gives you a little shine.
Oh, perfect, sir. I'm gonna reach in my. I don't have pockets. Bag that has stuff or whatever my money is.
Satchel.
Satchel. Yeah, let's stick with satchel, and give him 2 notes. Thank you, sir. That's probably nothing, but
He
I don't
takes
have
those and
much.
then moves.
We started with 100 notes, right?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you see that guests are entering through the main door. There possibly is a back way somewhere.
Can I look for the back way?
Okay.
Try to sneak in.
All right. Let's see if any of the servants notice you.
Do I need to roll
Yes. Roll. Let's see. I guess cleverly. Not necessarily you. So
Gosh dang it.
Okay.
Gosh dang it.
What'd you get?
I got a critical success and a complication.
Okay, as you're going, you just hear and your hip feels better, but like 3 servants look at you and they're like, "Oh, sir," and like what are you wearing, by the way?
Like an old tattered trench coat and probably some nice party clothes underneath that.
Okay, they kind of like, sir, they kind of see the nice part. Is he with you? Sir, we'll take you over inside.
I've lost
You
my
don't
way.
have to-
I'm here
No,
with my
it's okay, sir.
grandson.
Who did you come here with? And they're
I'm
just
here
kind of
with my
leading you through there.
grandson.
Oh, yes, your grandson. What's his name? And they're just
I
leading
don't
you
remember.
inside.
I don't remember
Wait,
his
do we
name.
see him?
Yes, you see all of
Oh,
this.
grandfather, there you are.
Oh, he's with you.
This is my
Ah, yes.
grandfather, gluten-free, gelatinous, gyro technician.
Salamander.
The second. Yes. On my.
Oh, where's my ticket? Oh,
third cousin
no, I
side.
forgot
They take a
to
look at-
bring my ticket.
We're not. Well, God, like hits the. Like, oh, yes!
Have I mentioned that my father, my father
yes,
started
please.
Oakley Oil, and he was a
Yes, sir,
extremely. I'm his son.
Yes,
I'm his
we
son.
are very
yes.
sorry
And he
about
died in a
him.
shipwreck. He died in a shipwreck two years ago. May
As
he
a
rest in
new
peace.
That is
As
so
a new and morning
sad.
tycoon, my
From
grandson,
Dunwall.
my grandson
Do you know
tips
my
very
father,
well.
Byron Fleming.
Byron
It's a name you should have heard. If you haven't, you should probably get the Times. He passed
I am
away
Adrian
recently,
Chospon.
too.
Hello, everyone!
I'm
Just like
Jorge.
Come, Grandpa Globalization. We should
Oh,
Grandpa globalization. Just looking at words.
Come on, geopolitical science,
Who came with this gentleman?
He did.
We can take care of your tickets.
Oh yes, I have my
I
ticket here.
forgot my ticket.
I do
Here's
believe
my ticket.
He,
Oh,
he
thank
you. I
has
don't know where I left it.
dementia, so
Okay.
we
Where's
can
my
continue
ticket?
to
Have his
break.
ticket?
I gave it to him. That was my mistake. I should not have. He.
Do
We
you
are
have my
allowed to
ticket,
let
sir?
an
Do
anyone
you
who
have my
does not-
ticket?
I do not.
I swear I left it
He-
with you.
He suffers some mental
Yes, we
things. Could
understand.
perhaps cut a little slack for
What?
older
We're
folk.
not supposed to, sir.
See, I have.
Well, how could we get a
couple
replacement
of,
one then?
It's an invitation. Not everyone is allowed to come. If want to come.
Considering
Well,
we were
left
both
it
standing in the
inside.
same room.
I left
Well,
it inside the
okay,
manor.
roll
Surely he's
for,
on the guest
persuasion.
list.
Hidden difficulty.
I got a 1
Oh!
and a 4, so
3 successes.
3 successes.
Wait. What focus were you using?
Talking probably.
Wait, what was the?
I mean,
I was trying
you're
to.
not gonna get a focus above
Talking
7.
with the guy.
I mean, you rolled a 4 though.
So you
Oh,
can
is it a
use-
4?
I rolled
Yeah.
a 4
You
and a
could
1.
use social. You could use persuade.
Negotiate, would that work?
It just seems like
No,
seems
no.
like negotiation. I'd say.
If you're
Well,
asking for money, which I guess you did, you could do negotiation.
Okay.
Because that would make
Try
it 4
that.
successes.
It would maybe be like you're trying to pay off this guy.
I did earlier say that my grandson tips well as a new tycoon.
So what do you? How are you going? Is it?
I guess I'll
I
go
have
with
dementia.
negotiate.
He pays
Okay.
well.
4 successes.
I don't know
4
where my
successes.
ticket is.
Well,
See, for the trouble, I do have a couple of notes here. You know, like the,
well, how many are you handing him?
like 150. I don't know.
Okay, he just kind of takes it.
Just for the trouble, you know, for all the
Yes. So
the
yes.
what's what I'm looking for.
Yes. I'll just.
like
Yeah, well,
3,000.
I'll maybe check the guest
None.
list.
Oh, he's certainly
while
on
you,
it.
you guys go in, yes, I'll check.
Tycoon son.
Usually there are some people who just get these slips, but perhaps your name is mentioned, and I can check there. If not,
It should be under.
talk inside.
It should be under
but
Jandy
yes, I'll go
Golf
do
Swing.
that. Anyway, yes, you may.
No, it's
call,
under gymnastics.
Jolly
but-
gosh dang it.
Geopolitical war situation.
Did you have a ticket?
Oh, yes.
I
Did you
remember
hand
that
it to
one.
him?
Well, I assume since we had 3, that I
Okay.
got the last one.
Oh,
If the other
yes,
two have
yes,
already
okay.
not.
Yes, and you find that it has magically appeared in your pocket also.
Hmm.
Oddly enough. It says, yes, well, everyone, welcome to the Scarlet Hall. He just kind of steps aside. Oh, sorry. Another guy steps in front, and they open the doors for you guys, both sides.
I'll
And
walk
you
in.
guys walk in. So there's actually a little like area where coats. There's people who are like hanging up coats inside them. And there's like a bunch of the servers who are around. And, nice to meet you, sir. And like a few row of people there, and there's some guy who's inside who's just Lord Cornwall Jefferson the 18th.
Something on him, Junior.
And they're like doing this, and you just kind of see like there's some stuff going out there, but you haven't quite reached there, so you haven't seen it all. But you guys just walk out, do anything as you're entering, hang up coats or anything.
oh, I want my presence announced if we got one
Same.
of those.
All right. There's just a guy who just seemed like you talked to who does that. He's just standing there, has mutton chops and the beard, but specifically just very bulgy mutton chops.
At some point, I would have changed into a party outfit as well.
Okay, you can probably yeah. You probably have done that.
I have one outfit.
Yes. So anyway, so he looks at you guys. Names?
Perseverance Fleming.
Perseverance Fleming.
He takes off his helm and runs his hand through his flowing blonde hair. Sir Adrian Chosemont.
Sir Adrian Chosemont.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism, pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicone
Gentiles,
volcanoconiosis,
he hits
spelled with
every
a G.
single one. Giant G. And he just kind of looks back and just like, with his eyebrows. Yeah, I can do that.
Can you say that one more time
So
for us?
Thomas graduates over the
Anti-disestablishmentarianism,
Thomas,
pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicone volcanoconiosis, spelled with a G.
But the G is silent.
Yeah, the P that would normally be in pneumono ultramicroscopic silicone volcanoconiosis is silent, but the G when you replace it is also silent.
Alright, he looks at you guys.
Like
You may
no.
enter. the
Wait,
hall.
wait, wait.
Exit, whatever.
You
don't
walk
want your
in.
presence announced.
Yeah.
You walk in, and this place is a buzz
Did you not try to get your
of people.
name
There's
announced?
just people
No, he did it.
everywhere talking
Oh,
there.
well,
And you notice just tons of
Sorry.
fancy outfits.
How dare you
Silk
pull it
I
out.
forget
dresses,
Free cracker.
suits, things. You see that some people are wearing masks, some are not. There seems to be a kind of white and like red sort of color palette going on, but some people are just like, nah, orange or green or thing. You see this old lady with like this like it looks like a nicely made fishnet and like crustaceans and things on it, and she just is like, yes, I'm wearing this, and she's just like walking about, oh yes, and there's just everyone is at the most showiest as possible. Straight in front of you is this large stage, and there's a band playing on it. There is these long tables kind of raised up also kind of near the stage, and there's several people who are seated back there and just talking, and just there's a lot of tables there placed around there, and just in general there's a big kind of area that you see is like a dance floor, but right now people are just kind of milling around outside, and the dancing has not really started. So, real quick with you, you go around and you see some servants, and they just kind of are pointing you. If you're looking for it, they just kind of point you down towards this one area that leads into this little. It's kind of a little, looks like almost like a cellar door almost. It's a nice cellar door, but that's kind of what it is. You go through and there's just this little tunnel, and they're like, it's through the tunnel. It's a little weird. Just don't worry about it. And you just kind of go through there. It's a nice tunnel, but it's still a tunnel. And as you come near the end, there's basically just a light. So,
I go through the tunnel and
Okay.
towards the light.
all right, you step out, and the door opens and closes, and you're in the biggest kitchen you have ever seen. Everything is metal for some reason. You're not even sure what kind of metal. And there are servers everywhere. Tall hats who have the kind of same as you, just nice. And there's tons of people moving everywhere. Everyone is talking and crashing around and just moving everywhere. And
I'm going to go and
you instantly, like all of your like cookery schools, you like look over the room and you're just like, I know everything that's going on here. And everyone is very busy, and everyone is working on stuff.
Do
and
they
there's-
know what they're doing, from what I can tell?
Yes.
All right.
Some. You see
Some.
actually these two boys who are trying to carry something, and they like almost drop it, and this head chef is just, no, stop, you are both imbeciles, imbeciles. He looks over and he sees you. Yo, who are you?
I'm the new guy.
You. He grabs a tablecloth and like wipes at your shirt where there's the blood and stuff. No, that's what. He grabs like and pulls off. It's like just hanging there for some reason. This like fully. It's kind of like a thing you would put over your normal clothes, but it's like the whole like chef's outfit, but just in all white. Just put this on over that. There you go. Just yes, got it exactly. Just there. Just tie it across. Good. It's good enough. What are your skills? Please tell me something helpful. What can you cook? Are you a chef?
I particularly anything with meat.
Particularly anything with meat. Don't. We're working on stuff with meat, but people need my help. So, do you know do you know the Scarlet Ball? Do you know the whole Majesty cake thing? The big cake?
I can figure it out.
It's a big cake. Just, it's big, it's fancy. Just start it and get these. Just Make them work somehow.
He's just gonna walk by him at this point, and he's just gonna head right over to
Thank
the cakes
you.
being made.
And he leaves and just like
Sometime next
goes down the hall. There's like two. You see, there's two exits, and there's just these two boys, and they're just kind of like.
Wait, did you say you
kinda
want to be
like
in the
looking at
game?
you, just like,
He jumps out of the game.
One's
Okay.
like kind of big, like chunky guy. The other guy's like very skinny. He's just looking at you, like, not super sure what to make of you.
I really want to see art of her sweet
Oh, what are you staring at? Let's get to work.
in a little hat like that.
I haven't.
Oh,
gosh.
And he starts ordering them around. You go get me that pan. You get me the mixing bowl and the flour.
You see,
Does it
like,
look cute, fuzzy
you kind of
little
can see where
sideburns?
these cake is kind of being put together. There's like several layers to it.
Like,
What do
looks
you?
like his face
what
is
are you
now
doing?
bald.
I am just gonna start making. Is the cake baked yet?
It has been baked. Specifically, it's decorated. The guy would probably let you know, like, start the decoration.
All right, I am gonna
And
And you
start.
see, yeah. So
I'm gonna start decorating this cake. I'm gonna use like white icing around
Yeah,
it,
this hung up
Alright.
and then I am going
yeah,
to.
and there's
Spies are up in one
roll
time.
real quick for just
Yeah.
checking for.
Servant, you know. It's like,
Just
oh,
do search
Never
kitchen.
again.
Um, whatever kind of
I like
focus
it.
feels like it
That's why
fits.
it's quicker.
You're just
It's
looking
the-
for
the
ingredients where
open
everything
ones,
is.
it's one.
Okay, so would this be study or
She was definitely
tinker?
looking
just
before
be
that, and then
study.
she saw
Okay.
that.
I'll be
doing
She like
things.
started like.
Study carefully cooking.
You maybe get that set. I don't know.
That is. Darn it, only a critical success.
Okay, only for a sec. You seem to tell where there's some things. You see there's like some like treats and stuff, and there's extra stuff that doesn't seem like that you weren't able to find. But you're like, I know there's the majority of stuff. One of the boys just goes by and he's like holding one of those like sprinkles or something that you saw, and so he's holding one of those jars and he's just like, he just like runs by. He's like the skinny kid and just runs by to like put that on a shelf and like runs back to where you are. Do you need anything, sir?
Alright, give me all the different colors frosting you got.
Yes, sir. He goes off.
And so he's going to
He
crack
comes
his
back,
knuckles.
and there's just like, there's a lot. He just puts one down and runs back, and like comes back, and there's like another, and these like trays with like the like different things that you just squeeze out, and he just comes back.
Please put
again.
like a random message on the cake, like "Happy Birthday, Ron" or something like that.
What he's going
Let
to
me
do
out of here.
is he's
You
going
also
to
notice that there's a cookbook that just has the page open, the Majesty cake, and it's just basically, from what you look at and you just kind of glance at it, it has its like specific instructions and stuff, but it's basically in general 3-layer cake. It's huge. Like, yeah, a person could hide inside this thing, or like you could jump into it, and like you might be safe from a high distance. It was like it's a very like yikes. This is a huge
Alright,
cake.
I know exactly what I'm doing. So he is going to
no.
he's going to cover first the entire thing with white frosting.
All right, the bottom
Yeah.
base one.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you want to do, and then I'll do the
I'm-
checks for it.
I'm gonna do the entire cake. Like once each layer is gonna be white, and then around each one he's going to artistically add with the frosting. He's gonna like add a bunch of fish heads around the entire cake,
Okay.
and each layer, and then at the very top, he's going to just write eat this fish.
Okay.
Well, eat this, comma, fish. Except he doesn't know how to write that. So he's going to go and ask, he's going to give very specific instructions to one of the other cooks when it comes to that part. Write this on top.
All right.
I
So
can't
you
reach
could
that
do
high.
that. The two boys like are looking at you, and one just the small one just kind of whispers, and the big one's ear, and the big one. Sir, we're adding fish heads.
You got a problem with that?
Not particularly. Just we wanted to make sure that was what we heard. Do you need any help?
Once you get to the top, you can write, eat this, Mr. Fish.
Can you write that? Skip one.
And so basically, the fish are all, it's basically just going to be a fish head with a skeleton coming out the end, all around the
Are
cake.
they actual fish heads?
Well, not actual fish heads,
Oh,
but
okay,
it's
okay.
like
Oh, so it's like little like baked on like.
baked
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Like,
Okay, cool. So like you set them
It's a
up to
decorated
do.
cake.
Yeah, you might need their help, so they'll probably also help you.
Yeah.
So they'll just assist.
Alright.
Um,
This will be tinker carefully, I assume,
yes.
using my cooking knowledge. That is 3 successes.
3 successes, good.
It's gonna be a good gig.
I'll just check to see if they do anything. They have. They're being very careful with this. That is, it's 2 more successes from the younger one, the skinnier one, who the other guy just, wow, good job, thanks, impressive, yeah. And then he gives it a try, and he's also being careful. He also does 2. That is a lot. You can take like 2 momentum, and yeah, this cake is immaculate. You even like, the kids are like adding like little kind of designs and stuff, even a little bit. They're kind of like watching you as you do it, and like it's all working together really well. And you're like, it's all coming together. Surprisingly, this idea is working really, really well. Like it looks very good. Like the idea is like, okay, is this gonna work? And then the kids are like, oh, actually, the big one's like, that was genius, sir. That.
So he takes this off his hands and wipes it on his apron.
Do you need us to do anything else, sir?
Go tell the head chef the cake is ready.
This one. The head's off. The small one looks at you.
Well done, lad, and he pats him on the head.
Thanks, sir. He smiles and puffs his chest out.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so with everyone else, yeah, so you look around and you have made it. This is the Scarlet Ball. The place has kind of like cream walls, but there's like red decoration like on the sidings and stuff. There's kind of gold and stuff everywhere. You look up and there's actually these like 2 kind of like bird creatures that are just kind of clinging on like different sides of it, and like some sort of, it's probably bronze again, but it looks kind of like gold, and it's just these kind of like winged bird creatures. I'm not sure what
How big is this place?
how big it is. Huge.
Like, how many whales would fit in this place?
That's actually a really good way to
That's
get your room
like-
space. Those are big.
maybe
It's the Dishonored equivalent of a football field.
maybe 2.
2 whales.
If I'm thinking about this rightly,
That's enough whales.
2, maybe 3.
Ooh.
It's a big room. Like this is
3 whales would
This
be a
is-
party.
tall is
They
it?
spread
a
out
whale's
the
tall,
luxury.
probably
The
like a
3
whale
whale
tipped
ball.
up, probably some extra room. There's a giant glass, so
Whoa.
it just goes all the way up.
This is a good
And,
party
like,
place.
You just see it up there, and you're like, wow, that's
I bet they
big.
could probably fit 3 whales in here if they tried.
Are there any suspicious
You see,
characters?
you see over also to each side. You see these 2 entrances, and people are going in and out. So there seems to be something else on either side. Any suspicious people? Roll for suspicious.
Okay. This is something I'm not good
Don't
at.
be suspicious.
I could
Don't
do this boldly, and I could say, are there any suspicious characters around?
Yeah, I guess you
But
could
no.
like rush around boldly and like, but it would be very noticeable. People would-
I won't do that. I was just.
You're also wearing armor, so people are giving you looks.
Excuse
Not
me.
bad looks, actually. They're like,
Hmm.
there's a lot of people with weird outfits. So
Yeah, I
you're
was
kind
just-
of,
I was
you're
gonna
kind
say,
of fitting in.
If you're giving me a
little
weird
bit.
look, there's a lady with a fishnet over there.
How are my like slightly old-fashioned party clothes looking?
Yeah.
Are they out?
Well, they're out of place. It's like a sore thumb because these people they're up here, and you're like, slank off the table. They're like all the way up in
It's
the
like
sky.
a border candy
You know what?
shop
I'm
in
gonna put the helmet back on.
Okay.
Or the helm.
Okay. What'd you roll?
Just 1 success.
See the sea lady? She's coming over to your direction, actually.
Okay. Well, I will wait for her to say the first word.
She walks over to you and passes you, actually, and goes to you.
Oh.
Hello, darling. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm Jilly Billy Gilbilly.
Jilly Billy Gilbilly. Nice to meet you. Hold on. Names.
Just make it up every time.
Gelatinous. Gargantuan.
Hold
Granola.
on, my apologies. Here we go. Ah. Victorious Bonnie.
Do I recognize her at all?
No.
How do you know? How we met?
I would like us to have.
Oh. What's your angle?
My angle. Interested? Looking for a little fun?
What
Would you
kind of
care
fun?
to take me around?
Okay.
She offers you her arm.
You know a lot of people here?
I know
This is the same as these
Three.
session.
3 people here. Yes.
What are their names?
Their names. Oh, do you want me to introduce you to them?
Yes, please.
Okay, that over. Yeah, she leads you off over towards her friends. There's a like
Did the old man just get
slightly terrifying woman who's just staying there, and the other's like this like very sweet-looking kind of girl, redhead. She just looks very smiley, just looking around, like waving at people who are going by. Yes. As for you guys,
Can I
real
quickly
quick,
insight check them all
what are
to
you
make
doing?
sure that they're not going to kill me?
Okay, you can roll for that.
Adrian,
Yes.
what happened to your nose?
A scoundrel.
One success.
What kind of a scoundrel?
One that is the reason I wear my helm
I'm
at
gonna
almost all
say
times.
Could we ever get that pushed back,
seem to
you know?
just be normal, like
You
everyone
can?
else. So
Oh,
to you,
As long as you find someone who does, like, you know, medical things for that. It
Hmm.
shouldn't be hard.
fair enough. Ooh, shall I escort you around the ball?
Only so we look natural. Only.
Okay, onwards.
No, look natural.
Onwards.
The man in the giant suit of armor, looking natural.
And then he's gonna go towards I don't know, the door on the left that you said there were 2 doors you could go to different places.
okay, so you go to the left. Alright, so you head down that way. Thomas, where are you headed? Thomas,
Yeah.
where are you headed?
I'm
You're in a big room with a crowd of people.
looking for the bar.
Looking for the bar. Doesn't
Aren't
seem
we
to be
all?
here. It could be on either side. Like
Okay.
there's 2 entrances. So it could be either side. They're going left.
I go to the right. I
Okay,
guess.
so you go to the right.
The party split up. That's close enough to my old
Something
man
real quick.
to hear the meta commentary of all the things that all the people in here that he thinks are out to kill him. It's everyone.
Okay. All right. You can roll a paranoia check. Just like you're looking at everyone, see if no one wants to kill you.
Would that be talk?
Yeah. You could do steady if you're trying to like look for like maybe weapons or something, or like something on them, not something about them.
And could I do this carefully?
Yeah.
1 success.
Yeah, so you look over the room, there doesn't seem to be anything immediate. Thing that you do notice is there are some like, again, more Bristolian guards who are just kind of around. They seem to be just at like entrances and stuff, and they seem to just be like, just making sure everything's going well, nothing bad's going on. Just in general checking out the place.
He's muttering like,
Parties are always a place.
Alright,
you never trust
you
those
2
guys
head
that could
to the
roll
left,
Mhm.
and you go in there. There,
off about your
it's
secret
another room.
weapons.
It's a little bit more kind of casual. There's like some seating around the sides, and there's like some tables there. Again, a kind of dance floor area where like you notice that there's actually a bunch of radio monitors and stuff, and they're actually broadcasting the music of the band that's playing. So you listen there.
smart.
You look over to the left, and you see that there seems to be a bar. You can't see a whole lot about it. There seem to be a few people who are just milling around there. There's people around. You look over and you see there's 2 exits. One has 2 doors that are closed, and there's a guard standing in front of it, and then there's one that's open. You also see that there's something big, like almost, I'm not sure quite what it is, but there's some sort of big, like half cylinder that's just kind of there, and it seems to be some sort of like pink cut out, some sort of pink stone-ish thing that looks kind of like glass. You're not super sure what it is from this distance.
You want to go see what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Onwards.
You guys head
That's
over
not
to
natural.
Oh.
where it is. You're kind of passing some people and stuff like that. People laughing. You get to where it is, and there's a server with a little like soup chair. There's like a table. There's a bunch of little glasses. he has a little thing, and you look and you see that this is a giant punch bowl, like a small swimming pool or hot tub that is just made of glass. And the pinkness is that there's pink punch inside, and he is just giving people punch.
By the Empress's throne, I require this sustenance.
The guy looks to him. How many do you want?
2.
He just expertly fills 2 glasses. It's on the table. Actually, there's a server next to him. He just
Excellent. Thank you.
has a silver platter, has it on.
How do you feel about something stronger mixed with it?
There is nothing mixed with it. That's that bar. The bar has the drinks.
And I'm gonna like go over to the bar.
Unfortunately, I must be of highest perception during this event.
Adrian,
Yes.
loosen up a little.
No. Down.
Something really strong, please.
Oh, you have to ask them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
him.
mean to
He's-
go over to the bar.
Okay, you go over there, and you run into quite a sight, but we're gonna get back to that. On the other side, you go there, you go into the right side, and you see, first thing you see is the fighting rink. It is a fighting rink. There's a small generator next to it. It looks like they will send in people, and they will fight, and they're probably gonna turn on the generator, and it's probably gonna be electricity all around it. There's some seats and stuff around there. You also notice there's Derby all set up and like setting up his big. He set up his big like it looks like a small dresser kind of, and he just has pulled out a bunch of these things, and there's just a bunch of items and stuff nearby, and he's just standing nearby it, talking with some people and that. He seems to be exchanging money already and like selling them like different items and stuff. And he seems to be doing pretty well with business. You also notice there's another sort of barish area. You're not quite sure what it is, and then there's the same kind of 2 doors, a guard, and then there's an exit. So, what do you want to check out?
The derby thing looks interesting.
Okay, you head over to where Derby is. He says goodbye, and thank you, lady. Definitely, yes, I will check out your collection. Ah, hello!
Oh, hello. You are all set up with lots of wares. I'm
Yes, is there anything
curious.
particular that you're looking for?
Just browsing.
It helps if you need something specific. I have many different items that would be quite helpful to pretty much any situation. I'm flexible. Try to be.
Of course, of course.
Okay. You look over it. Literally everything. There is so much stuff. It's hard to like specifically pick through. But there's jewelry. There's clothing. You see some swords. You see like a painting that's hung up on one side. There's like it's quite extensive, and you're like, wow, that's a lot. You also notice a little sign that says Triable Bone Charms.
Oh, what are these bone charms that you seem
Oh,
to be offering?
Yes.
I've heard lots about them.
About
They've always
those.
piqued my curiosity.
Yes, I had 11. They're all gone. It's a sort of tryout sort of situation. They didn't bring them back. Not great.
That's what I would have done.
I actually, don't want to go soon, but if you see any, I would reward you
Oh,
handsomely
yes,
for returning
I'll
them.
keep my eyes.
Yes. Or even just adding them to your collection and give them back to me this
Yes.
night. They're rather valuable.
I'll keep
I
my
would
eyes
rather
open.
not send the guards to check people. Seems a little
Makes sense. How much are these swords?
swords. Well, there's the finest selection. And he pulls out like 2 other drawers, and there's just more swords. He's like, so are you looking more for the fancy, like extreme? Or are you like talking like hardy? Or are you just like, I just want to like? He pulls out one. It's just like the like roughest swords that you see, just like in any like. Or do you just like, I just want sword?
I'm looking for something refined, right, to fit my
Right here.
taste, but that
He
would
pulls
also
out-
protect me in a fight.
He pulls out like a rapier sort of. It's a.
There's some-
It's not like a.
Suspicious things going on this evening, and I'd rather be safe. You know.
Yeah, yes, yes. So he pulls out one, has a like silver hilt that's kind of curled around it, has a blade, this kind of flat blade sort of things like this is pretty good make. Created in Morley. Well, the handle was done different location. Doesn't really remember one. Bristol, possibly. There was yes, that one man. He was very good at his job. Anyway, I'm not sure what the swords are sold for, but this would be a fine sword. So it would be, I think, attacking 3 is its damage, but it would probably be quite a bit, especially because it's also fancy. So it would be
Could
like.
I like write checks kind of thing, like if I have money in my bank but not like a lot?
You could ask him about that.
Do you take checks?
Do you take credit or debit? Do you take Venmo?
Do you do Apple Pay?
PayPal.
'Cause,
Cash App.
Well,
I would hold that.
unfortunately
So much
not. I'm
money.
currently in Pandysia, and my bank's like kind of far away.
Ah,
It's
see.
just sort of busyness. But if you want to, I can
banks
just
are
put it
rough.
down for you, and you can collect it a few months from now, or just whenever you're on. I can just send it to you.
Perhaps we could trade contact information and then.
Yes, different addresses and stuff.
Yes.
He opens up a drawer, takes out like a letter. This is my address.
Oh, that way I'm taking it. Okay.
There you go. Just, if you need anything, let me know. I have almost anything. Elixirs, bone charms, a few other antique items. Just pretty much anything you could look for. Swords, weapons, guns. It is fantasy after all. Knuckle dusters. Golden knuckle dusters. Gold knuckle dusters. No, I sold those. No, I didn't sell those. Were they stolen? No, we beat up that one man. Really. Anyway, sorry. Yes. Have a good day.
Yes. Thank you so much.
He just tips his.
This is absolutely fine if not, but is Adrian's sword a fine sword?
I'm gonna say no,
Okay.
just because it's a little bit older,
Mm.
and I think Adrian knows how to care for it, but I don't think he knows the specific like how to make it better.
Right. Yeah, he's definitely not someone to
Possibly
like
ask
augment
some
it.
people about it, like augment it.
Oh no, he did. No, never. No, original condition, always.
All right.
But good to know.
Something to ask about.
Mm.
All right. So you see that? All right. To the kitchen. Or actually, do you real quick? So you meet. So you come up to her friends. Who? I have way too many little screens up.
I'm gonna date in the first 2
Pardon
seconds
me.
of being there. None of you can pull the ladies this hard.
Yes. So you see these two
believe
ladies.
it.
Well,
They
you
just
can
kind
pull
of
the men, but you don't want
seem
The pool's pretty
seem
bad.
rather nice. They just look at you.
to. Mine's fine.
Girls, I found this lovely gentleman. She kind of squeezes your arm and then like looks back at them. It's like this lovely gentleman. It's like, yes, this is Lady Lyra Kingston. She married this amazing inventor. I don't know what was his name. Did she just kind of looks? The lady is just looking at her like, and yes, but sorry, don't remember your hubby's name. Anyway, so this lady is also very, very. The lady that you're with is very, very old. You're kind of picking up on this. She's very spry for her age.
Mm.
But she's like, but that's lady.
Good
She's
match.
very nice. You should definitely meet them. And then this is Addie. She is just a dear, just a dear. Yes. So, real quick thing about the lady. She's like, she looks pale white practically. Probably it's makeup. She has blue painted lipstick. Just
That
raven
I
black
died.
hair. She has a black fishtail dress. And a white pin in her hair with a gem that's on it. It's kind of a purple one.
Oh no.
An amethyst, to be honest.
That's
And
pretty.
next to her is another.
I wonder if someone
definitely
would
younger.
trade back returning
Um,
an amethyst
she
to
seems to
someone
have
who
kind of a
got
red
it.
hair and a very like
No, that'd be
live
silly.
looking dress. Anyway, the girl with the light. Yeah, she's like, oh, it's nice to meet you. And what's your name?
Chaplain Galvani.
Jocelyn Gavani. Nice to meet you.
Don't call me that.
Okay. What should I call
Charlie Giant.
you? You want to be called Jolly Tiny?
No.
It's okay.
Okay.
Jeep Gershwin.
She looks over at the lady and just,
Cheap.
Granddad,
Hmm?
I wasn't talking to you. She looks at the lady. I like it.
With
We don't have time. Okay, I'll just take him away then. She just leaves. Goodbye, ladies. Ladies. Bye. Okay, never mind. I just like, she's trying. I know, but she, and like they're you're being walked away, and they're just kind of still talking.
friends are interested.
Oh, yes, they are. So tell me about yourself.
No.
Would you like to ask me questions?
Hmm. How do you know them?
I know them from far back. Let's see. We met the lady. There was this gathering. There were some like ladies who were all like into void stuff,
Right.
you know. And so we all kind of just talked and stuff, theories, things like that, you know. Ladylike, of course. Got to know her. Interesting lady. We became friends.
Hmm. You ever been married?
Oh, several times. Several times.
Right.
They keep dying.
The same for me. It's sad.
Oh, it is sad, definitely. I miss them. Only one died unnaturally, but still.
Did you kill him? That's
No.
rude.
No. He was killed to, you know, give information. I was,
You know who killed him?
yes, a small group of people.
What group?
It was the Abbey. They were not particularly kind in those days. You are a fundamental dear. So she like leads you over, and she leads you over to actually over to where Thomas, or actually she leads you over to the right into the room. You should try one of the drinks. It is absolutely fantastic.
What they got in them?
I'm not sure, but there are some like they are insane.
Alcohol?
Definitely alcohol. I would
Oh.
say it's quite a few different blends. I'm not sure exactly all what it is, but it is quite ravishing. You should definitely try it. Anyway, you guys make it to the place, so they're catching up to you. And you make it there, and you see you kind of come up, and you're expecting to see a waiter or someone, and you see this giant like almost like plastic, or not plasticine, or like sort of statue with like these long like each has like the it is a large like just pillar up kind of designs and things on it. There's kind of human kind of arms coming out of it, and then on there are these like long trays with these like cup things and different like little mechanisms and stuff, and then on the top is this like bird's head with this like plume in the back, and it's just kind of there, and there's these little little graph tapes, the silver graphs. No,
Oh,
not
yeah.
silver graphs.
Audiographs.
Audiographs.
Yeah.
They're just near, and each one has a little name next to it, and then below is a picture of a drink, and it's just kind of looking around.
What looks
And then
very
there's
alcoholic.
and then next to it is there's like a little picture of the thing, and it's just the waiting staff, and there's a little picture of basically what you're looking at.
Isn't that very modern?
Order's dead.
Miss B.
And they come up
Uh,
behind you.
Miss,
You
that's
should try them. They are quite interesting.
Prudence.
That's not my name.
Oh, should be.
What is my name, good
I'm
sir?
not very
I
prudent.
never met you.
Oh.
Okay. What's your name?
I am Adrian Toastpot.
Oh,
Ooh, who's your friends?
I don't know
Hello.
him. That's Prudence.
Nice to
That's
meet
not
you.
my name.
Victoria. Nice to
I'm Percy Fleming.
Nice to meet you, Percy.
Adrian Toastpot.
Oh, nice to meet you too, young man. Quite a fetching outfit.
Thank you.
Adrian.
Yes.
Personal space.
Oh, I apologize.
That's from the night time. I remember being told stories when I was a little girl about
Hmm.
the great nights.
How do you like our friend?
Oh, he is lovely. Quite a talker. And quite a dashing.
I'm glad.
Adrian looks behind.
You
sees
don't
if
get
there's
to-
another guy he's,
Do you like
he's
when
talking
you-
about.
At my age, miss, you don't meet many people who have life experience like you. And that is quite beautiful. Yes. Have you tried any of the drinks?
What should you recommend?
There are actually 6 drinks. You can take a look at them as well. What was the cosmic? Quite interesting thing. But she leans over to where you are. Interesting. She gives you a look.
Smell you?
Yes, she did. And she
Oh.
takes a look at you.
Would we all see her do this?
Percy's making the same face I am right now.
It's probably less like We're just like, but like how you would like, yeah. There's not really a way to get around it. It's still weird. It's a weird thing that you're not sure what's.
What would you recommend for me?
All right. She's gonna do that, and yeah, clever. She takes it. I would guess you might actually not want one of these drinks. There's a quite fascinating Void Fiend item. Blue should try it out. It's quite interesting. And from these, she like looks at like one from these interesting.
Oh, you can have
boxes.
one if you'd like. Save the whales.
Thank you, definitely. As you see, I'm a fan of the sea. She like puts.
Oh, I'm
one
glad to
in
hear
her-
it. There should be more people like you in this
I
world.
love seafood as well.
That's not the point at all.
There's a lot of that sea, isn't that?
No, there's no
On a
sea.
seafood diet.
There's
a
no-
seafood
there's
diet.
no sea.
This is a landlocked continent.
So there's the Auburn rum, there's the Marble Martini, the Honey Whiskey, the Bristol Cosmic Politan, and the Grail.
The Grail.
What
Sorry.
would you recommend for me?
The Holy Grail.
I would say the Bristol. It's quite it's got a good firmness to it.
How do I use this?
I just ask. It's a
Ask what?
There's a person in there.
Who put him there?
It's
He's hiding.
you can check them. They have a little autograph that explains all. But anyway, they basically.
Why is
just
he
pass
hiding
it
in there?
around.
They have
He's-
people in the walls.
Well, let's see, yeah.
It's a vibe I'm getting.
When fancy people are being fancy, they like to show off as much as possible. And since, well, automatons are very expensive,
They're very in right now.
they are, definitely. There was a place that I believe it was called Sog Marsh. No, Soul Marsh. It was quite an interesting place. It was said that people could bathe in the mud and gain the powers of the void.
I've never been there.
Neither have I.
Insight check.
Go for it.
One success.
Hold on. I need to figure out if I get anything. What would this be, like a talk boldly? Nope, I get nothing. What'd you get?
One success.
He doesn't know.
Okay.
He said it with such confidence, but it's more or less a lie because
He go to. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reach up to the statue and just knock on it.
It's just like so it's obviously plaster. It's been well made.
Right.
It just kind
I
of
could
looks at
rip
you.
your hand off.
Adrian, guess what?
What?
Knock, knock.
He could
Who's
rip your
there?
hand off.
It makes the same noise.
No, this one's plaster.
Well, also there's like two wings that just come out behind it. Also.
Give me that
Hello.
cider stuff. I'm talking to a wall.
No, you're talking. There's a man in there.
There's men in the walls.
No, it's like me.
You will intrigue them.
You're not a wall.
I can be.
Well,
are you?
It seems. To be.
I am wall.
I knew it.
Not terribly difficult.
Why am I not at the party?
Dear God.
I'm Jilted Glover.
Like to asking me to try that for
Have you ever thought about just picking one
I'm
and sticking with
delighted.
it?
Yes.
I think I might
Dear,
have.
dear, I'm going to leave you with this fine gentleman. I'll be right back with this.
I don't know him.
Oh, I'm
I don't. I'm looking from
Adrian
the
chose
Could
fun.
you watch him for me?
I certainly could, like a hawk.
There you go.
You're not a hawk. You're a wall.
She just leads you off.
I'll be back, Adrian.
And I will stand here like a wall.
All right, we're gonna get to you. Yes. What is going on, Josh?
All right. So I guess he's finished with the cake.
Yes.
So,
Kids come back and they're just kind of looking at you, and
all right, lads. Have either of you ever made Tivian meatballs?
they shake their heads.
Oh, we're gonna do that, and he's gonna lead them over to another part of the kitchen. He's just gonna start grabbing meat, mainly bacon, and like steak and like. Is there an equivalent of hamburger here?
I mean, you mentioned
Ground
enough
beef.
stuff.
Yeah, there's
It's gonna
buttocks.
become that basically.
Just like
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah, he's going to take that. If there isn't, he'll just grind some up.
They actually are like, oh, we actually have a place back here, and they show you back to this one place. There's a bunch of food, and then there's like a, it's basically an elevator. It's not even a dumbwaiter. It's just like,
Ooh.
there's that. And it's like, oh.
He's going
That's a
to
smart waiter.
grab a bunch of different meats and stuff. He knows the ingredients, I don't. He's going to grab all the ingredients, he's going to take them back, and he is going to make these meatballs.
All right. Do you want them to help? Should we help, sir? Or are you good?
I'm teaching you.
Okay.
So,
Is this like hors d'oeuvres, or are we going? How are we going to serve this?
well,
We have trays. We can get them.
do you have little, little sticks?
We can get them. Yes. Toothpicks. Yeah.
I put one in each meatball,
Good.
and then guests can grab them.
Makes sense. They head off to do that. They seem pretty like. They were kind of like, you kind of pick up like, they were kind of like, they didn't like the last waiter. They seem to prefer you. They also seem, maybe roll stay check real quick.
Nothing.
The kids.
So he is going to.
I love being completely unable to roll anything for study checks.
You also notice while you're cooking, you see people are waiters who are coming in and out, and they have like hors d'oeuvre trays, and when the kids bring back, it's kind of the same tray. So you see that there's people who are leaving kind of two ways and going down some passages, it seems like.
So basically, it's a bunch of meat rolled into a ball, wrapped in bacon, and then deep fried in grease.
That's pretty good.
Amazing.
Sounds like a good carnival.
All right, give a roll.
God
Oh,
bless
yeah.
Penn
Dipped
this
in,
year.
dipped in breadcrumbs.
That's very, very
America.
light.
All right.
Like you feel a little nauseated after you eat it because it's way too much grease, but you're like, yeah. America.
4 successes.
These are really, really, really good. It doesn't even, this is one of the points where you're just, everything's clicking, you're putting these things, you're wrapping them, you're putting them, you're just boom. It's going fast, but also like, it's one of those things where it's like, this is probably a fancied up recipe. At this point, it doesn't matter. Because you're just like nailing it. It's like exactly just like, fancy people are gonna be like, oh yes, of course. And like the kids even just like, add just like a few little like parsley sprinkles and stuff to just kind of offset it. They probably see you and they're like, not sure if they should do it. And just, one grabs like little bacon bits and just kind of puts them on.
Aye, more.
Put those on. Slipping those on. Should we send out to serve these? Are you gonna do it? Where
Just one moment. He takes a little bit more bacon and then a little bit of seasoning. Sprinkles it on one of the meatballs. Aye, they're done.
All right.
And he hands it to them. You take it out to serve.
They take it out to serve. You're left alone in the kitchen. There's people still working, of course, doing that. The cake is done. The things are done. You see that one very upset sort of cook who just comes back and, oh, I see. It's sort of a mixing of cultures. The gritty side of town, which is with the high elites.
I love fish.
I like it.
Art critic terms. Art critic terms.
Good job.
like fish.
It- Actually, the kids come back in, and one of them, the tray is like completely empty. Is
He pulls the kid up.
Yes.
He pulls the kid up. Couldn't have done it without these lads. Give them a raise.
Oh, that's quite impressive. What was your name again?
Alistair McBain, but my friends call me Butcher.
All right, Chef Butcher. It's quite good to meet you. Yes, definitely. I will take them into consideration. The kid. Some guests were asking if they could compliment the chef. Oh, you may go out. You, I believe, your duties. I will see you. Oh, we'll send someone out if you need it. The boys are just kind of like looking at you and like, one.
You'll be fine. He pats him on the back. You'll grow up to be just as good as me. Perhaps better.
They're just like beaming. The guy's like, All right, see you. He goes
Go.
off to something.
Make that fish. And then he goes out to
Alright.
what he assumes are his adoring fans.
Yes. One of the kids like grabs him and goes, "Sir, are they going to use the golden sword this year to cut the cake? There's always some big thing that they use to cut the cake. Do you know what it is?"
That's doing. He pulls out his cleaver knife.
Probably not. They were said that Mr. Adipole, his father gave him a ruby gold sword. We've all been talking about what the next thing's gonna be. They always go bigger.
That's fascinating. I don't know,
All right,
but if you hear anything, you let me know.
will do, sir. They both go. Beaming.
And then he goes out to see all the people that ate his food.
Yes. Yes. So we'll cut back. Quick, we'll cut to Percy. So she leads you over to the other side. It's basically just the whole thing's mirrored, so it's kind of the same thing. You see the fighting rink that's all set up there. You see Derby. He sees you and just kind of waves. And then she leads you over to the other place. It's again the same surfing.
Now, who is it that fights in that ring over there?
Oh, well, I think it's several people that are coming. There's a few famous boxers from Bristol, I believe. I think there might be some swordplay or other sort of melee sort of combat. Also, apparently guests can participate, which is an odd decision, but honestly, I would be down for it. I've missed punching people.
You're much for boxing then?
Not really, I use knives.
Ooh.
Watch this. She pulls out from her sleeve, and it's a like bone knife.
You are a woman of hidden depths.
Oh.
Remind me what your name is.
You may call me Grand Knives.
Grand Knives.
That's our little secret.
That's what I call my grandmother.
Well, that probably better not call you that.
That's how I aspire to be one of
No, it's
Ramble's house.
Just
Oh,
don't
no,
tell
it's
people.
Grand
Just call you
Except
Grand
your
Knives.
fellow.
Oh, he's
sweet as that baby.
no.
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 The old
Knives.
gentleman is quite dashing. He's a little odd, I must say.
Well, you shoot a shot if you want to. Or, you know,
Oh,
take
I
a
have.
stab.
Yes. Anyway, this is the collection. And she shows you, and it's basically set up the same way as the other one, but instead this time it's Void Fiend kind of set up on these shelves behind, and there's another mechanism thing. And one of these like weird bird angel things. They're a little unsettling, to be honest.
like it.
There's not a way that you can like, and even like, yeah, it's just a weird idea. There's all that stuff, and then there's the little, so it has a little thing that explains about each little thing that you can listen to if you want, or just, you know. So she points at one of the items. Hold on. Okay. It's this one, and this has a blue, it's like a blue powder sort of looking one. There's definitely something they've been mixing with all these void fiends. It's just, now, they give you in very small doses, so it's, if you want a higher one, they can do it, but there's pretty much just the, like, general effects of it. They say that they are quite tricky. A lot of very odd ones out there.
So have you ever tried this one yourself?
Not particularly. I have heard some very interesting things from some
I'm
very
always
interesting
that
friends
they-
about it. But personally, I've not tried it.
Oh, why don't you try now? As a test.
Why not?
Six
Goes into it.
doses.
Would like the blue selection? There's like one that's like this fancy name, but like no one says what the names are. I'll have the blue, please. It just like turns all the way around. And you're like, kind of has that feel to it. Turns around, does some stuff. The mechanism brings it back, and there's a. It's more like a dust. And instead, she just puts it into her mouth. after you puts it into her mouth. And
And one for me as well, please.
I'll just follow through.
that's your.
It takes all 100 vials that he got.
Very odd.
Oh, yeah.
Have you taken the Void Fiend?
Percy is not.
She's not.
No, I'm not habitually at any rate.
Yeah, it's Void Fiend, so it has all the effects. There's you just feel a slight warbling of reality, stuff blending together. But as you're kind of doing that, you have this moment where like it's a weird effect, but it seems like it goes up and then it just kind of goes back down. And there's just a slight kind of, but there's this quick thing where you just kind of like, everything kind of flashes this blue and you get this like presence of something that's like really big that's back there. And you just hear a like, hello?
Hello.
And then there's nothing.
I'm like looking around.
Percy gets high for the first time.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
Everyone's just like.
Did you get the weird wibbly voice thing?
You did too.
It's probably not.
Have your friends said anything about that?
No, he doesn't talk much, to be honest. But he did mention that I should gift it to you.
Who's your friend?
An odd type. Don't think you would have met him, but
Well, what's his name in case I run into him?
he's called the Marina. Wears a suit, diving suit. Have you maybe ran into him?
Oh, not personally, but I'm sure I would remember someone as distinct as someone in a diving suit. I mean, traveling with someone that wears a suit
She
of armor
rolls.
is
Last
already
thing-
distinctive
alright.
enough.
So last thing she's going to roll to see what she thinks about that. And then we're going to roll against her.
One success.
Alright. What's the number?
It is a 5.
She looks. Alright then.
You've hit my plate.
She puts the knife back in her sleeve. Well, I hope to see you around. She steps away and walks off. And that's where we're gonna cut session for today. So
Alright.
I will see you all. We'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for coming in. And welcome to Scarlet Ball.